So hi YouTube.
Hi.
So hopefully your Twitch streams will update in a sec. They should kick in. So normally at this point, Aidan, we usually someone shouts out standard formation, move up to the door, but I don't think we have a standard formation anymore because we haven't figured it out.
Well,
Yeah.
just stick me on the front because I need to like walk up and hit things. Surely that makes sense.
We can always tumble back if you need to. It costs you 2 stamina, but tumbling's great because you just ignore all of the attacks that are directed at you. Vicky, are you joining Aidan on the front, or are you hanging back, or what are you doing, Jack?
In my case, very much what I'm going to do is go into still, because otherwise I will forget.
Okay.
At the second.
Vicky, are you going on the front, or are you hanging back one?
Well, it probably makes sense for my duelist to go at the front, doesn't it?
Well, you're already high initiative, so, I mean, if something were behind the doors, I guess you could attack with your rapier. I think it then allows you to move, and then then you could shoot, and then that creates a gap for someone like Jack to pile through.
Yeah, so I've got high initiative as well.
What's your initiative, Jack?
8.
So it's important then that Vicky does her stuff first and creates a gap for you, I guess.
I'm like really slow as well. That's the problem. I'm like 3 or something.
You are, but you're still better on the front line because you're the tank.
It's almost like you're wearing heavy plate armour.
I'm like the meat shield or something.
Yeah.
Very much the heels.
Suck it up, Marine.
Mm.
And have I got this right? Consumable wise, we've got Vicky down as bandages, Aidan down as bandages. I've got an oil flask and Jack's got an oil flask.
Yeah.
Are we happy with that? Because once we committed, that's it.
Oh, well, I'm bound to get hit, so I'm going to need something to mop the blood up.
Can I just confirm what my armour and evasion is, just because I've confused myself? So, my endurance is 2, so my armour reduction would be 2, is that right?
Yeah. So the way armour works is it's your endurance plus any items that give you armour points. So Aidan's going to end up with tons in all likelihood as time goes on. But the problem is if a monster hits you and they roll a 6, that's a critical, all of those armour points that you get from wearing armour count for nothing, and the only thing you get is the armour points from your endurance.
That drops back to 2.
Yeah, so critical hits against Aidan can be quite nasty because they literally just go through his armour and they're straight into meat, and at that point you kind of possibly need to tumble.
My evasion is my agility, which is 4, so my damage reduction would be 2 because it's half of that, isn't it?
Yeah, for every 2 points of evasion you get, you can mitigate 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
So the spreadsheet, new spreadsheet we've got now, when you lay your hands on a copy, or if you've got it, I broke it down on the right hand side to make it a bit easier to understand. So it actually says it splits it out into 3 bits now, so you can see what the armour does, what the armour plus evasion does, and what happens if you're critted.
Okay. So overall, if I was to evade, I'd be mitigating 4. Yes.
Yeah, I believe so. Let's just have a quick check before we get into it. So, yeah, armour plus evasion, your total comes to 4. Yeah.
Right, I just want to make sure I'd written the right figures down before I go getting things wrong.
What? You're writing stuff down? What is this voodoo?
See?
It's the 21st century where pencils are somehow still allowed. Right, okay, well, here we can go, because we're not in combat at the moment, we can go in any order we like. There's a house rule I tend to do whereby I don't bother rolling for darkness at the beginning of the very first turn, because I just think it's pointless because you're not even inside the dungeon, you're just on the stairway down. So to me it just seems a bit daft. And I've played some games where you get ambushed in the first set of tiles and you can't stick all the monsters down anyway because there's only 4 spaces free, and it just doesn't play very well. So, but as far as house rules, there aren't many others. So who wants to go where? Who wants to do what?
I will go somewhere at the front and twat things when they appear. That's roughly what I'm going to do.
What's your
not thinking at the minute.
what's your movement, Aidan? Is it?
Hang on. Pretty sure it's 4.
Okay, so in your first phase, because you get 2 phases, you get a movement phase and an attack phase. In the move phase, you can choose not to move and get stamina back, or you can use as many movement points as you like. So if we move you forwards 2, for example, then with any excess movement points, you can use 1 to open a door.
Right.
So in this case, it's not a bad idea if you just open the door. Nothing will happen at this point until you get into the next round, because exploration happens right at the beginning of the round.
Right, okay, yeah, do that.
In your second phase, you can attack or you can search, or if you want to, you can move again, which is effectively like running.
Yeah.
But at this stage, there's nowhere else to go, so that's kind of it, really.
Yeah, I'm not just going to go running into the darkness.
Well,
Last question. On this Skype feed image that I'm supposed to be looking at, are we supposed to be able to see the stairs currently?
well, I hope so. Are they too high up?
No, we can see the stairs in the top left.
Okay.
I'm using my phone. I think with the split screen, it's cut off half the Skype thingy. See if I can.
If you can make my Skype feed full screen, that'll sort it out. Otherwise, we might have to get Aidan to kill his video so you can see full screen. But in the meantime, Vicky, do you just want to move up to the door?
Yes, please.
Okay. Jack, are you just piling up immediately behind the guys, or are you leaving a space or something?
I think I will actually stand behind Aidan, but as I say, I will drop myself into stealth, so that's 1 stamina down.
Okay. So when you're in stealth, you can't be targeted at all, can you?
If I'm not there.
Okay, cool. I'm during. So I'll go through the rounds of Aidan quickly. So at the start of the round, Aidan, you do a darkness roll, which we've skipped for the first round. Then you do exploration. So at the start of the turn, the door wasn't open, so we couldn't do that. We then do any events. Then you get the opportunity to trade and swap equipment around, which we'll probably be doing quite a lot with these characters. And then you kick off the turn where everyone goes in initiative order, but when you're not fighting, you can go in any order you like. And then that kind of ends the round, and then you go again, basically.
Okay.
During the round, you also get to channel source energy. So if you're carrying any items with the catalyst keyword, you can channel source, which is basically magic, effectively.
Yeah.
It's always equivalent to whatever the darkness roll is. We didn't do a darkness roll in the first round, so there's no channeling going on. So for my turn, all I'm going to do is I'm going to move up a space behind Vicky, and then I'm going to stop. And that's basically the end of the round, because there's absolutely nothing going on until you start opening up the first room. So then it's the darkness roll, because we're starting a new round again. So who wants to roll for darkness?
We'll give Aidan the honours.
Well, Aidan, you can keep rolling for darkness until you roll a 1, at which point we'll sack you and we'll move on to the next chump.
Sounds good. Are we ready for some darkness rolling?
Go
Hey,
for
look,
it.
this is for dinner. Ooh.
Your dinner looks pretty dark.
Right, cool. Here we go.
4.
Oh.
4.
Yay!
Okay, that's cool. So anything other than a 1 is great. The value you roll for darkness affects the channeling I was talking about earlier. So if you roll between 2 and 5, whatever your mind value is, you get half of that in terms of source energy. If you roll a 6 for darkness, you get the full Monty. So, for example, my mind value is 6. So, because you roll between 2 and 5, I only get half, so I get 3 lots of source energy to faff around with later. And then when you do a fresh darkness roll, your source is effectively wiped out and it gets replenished by whatever you roll. So, we've done the start of the round. It's exploration, which we can actually do now. So I'm just going to get the dungeon cards out. Should have done this earlier really, but it's kind of it's a learning game, so it doesn't really matter. So this dungeon's not too big. So you start off with in this case, the stairs up, which we've already done. And then all the other cards I'm going to shuffle. And the first half of the dungeon is 4 cards, so I'm just going to put 4 down. And the second half of the dungeon is another 4 cards. But the second half of the dungeon also has the necro stream. It's one of the quest rooms mixed in with it.
Yep.
So the quest room is going to be somewhere in the second half, so I'm just going to reshuffle those. And then basically what you do is you stack the first half on top of the second half. That's your dungeon.
If ever you get a room though with 2 doors, you always deal the new decks, because obviously you have to split the cards between 2 doors. You always deal from the bottom, so that the necro stream or quest rooms remains at the bottom of the pack.
Yeah, so you can get some pretty big dungeons. So exploration, so we've got a torture room. Whenever you explore a new section of the dungeon, you move the darkness wheel around. So it's just moved onto a grey spot. So on a grey spot you're pretty safe, nothing's going to happen. But if you move onto a red spot, you're going to have either bad guys or you're going to have an event, and they're usually all pretty grim, to be frank.
Cool. Oh.
Just trying to find the torture room. Here we go. Also, if you roll a 1 for darkness, the darkness wheel advances as well. So there's always a chance at the beginning of the round, before you do anything, that it's going to move. And you can get situations... Sorry, Vicky?
Don't put the imprisonment card.
Yep. So every time you open up a 4x4 room like this one, you also get an environment card, which I'll read out in a sec. So I'll chuck that down there. And also each 4x4 room also has a treasure chest in it. I'm going to shuffle the treasure chest deck, so you kind of know I haven't pre-fiddled it.
Good old fiddling.
Well, people say that Darklight is bloody hard, and it is bloody hard. And I think some people are a bit surprised that we've managed to get up to level 9 characters. I mean, you can do it, but you have to play as a team. So there's a treasure token on that. So you can search the treasure chest by searching in your second phase or your attack phase. And the environment card says there's a Shrine of Fortune here. So the statue of the Archangel Siriel proudly towers before you. She is the protector of traders and the poor. In one hand she holds bread, and in the other hand she holds coins. You can use a search action and pray to Siriel. This will grant you the blessing until you find your next loot card. Keep this card to remind you about the blessing. While blessed, the next time you must draw a rare loot card, you may instead draw 3 and choose the one that you prefer. If you must draw a regular loot card, instead draw a rare loot card. That is really good.
That's kind of fancy.
Yeah.
Well doing.
So, we can go in any order we like now. But before we start moving, if you want to swap items around, like trade stuff between each other or swap over hand items, now's the time to do it.
All good.
I was about to say, we've got bugger all at the minute, surely.
Yeah, I mean, I could potentially give Jack my knife because I know he says his shiv's a bit shit, but if I do that, I can't actually summon stuff.
So no good for you, mate. So no, I'll stick with my fairly pathetic shiv. But you know,
He says it's pathetic, but it's better than his fists.
This is true, yeah.
moment.
Right, so we can all move. We're all eligible to do a search action. So you've got the shrine in there, you've got the treasure chest in there. I mean, it does waste a bit of time, but the person who picks up that shrine, if they were to then search the chest, they've got much better odds of finding decent gear in it.
Yeah, I do it. I like searching the chest.
Do you definitely want to do it because of your super high initiative?
That's what I'm saying. Who's got the lowest initiative?
Me, but I can't get past you guys. Aiden, it's the reason we're saying that is because some treasure chests are actually mimics.
Right, oh, yes, of course. Yeah.
And if they're really high initiative, it means that they're typically going to go first in a fight all the time, which can cause problems.
Right, yeah. I can see that.
What initiative is Aiden?
Sorry, say again?
What initiative are you?
About 3. Hang on. Where's my?
I think
No, I'll close my. I think it's low. It's about 3.
let's have a look. See if I can dig it out because I've got the spreadsheet in front of me. So Aiden's initiative is.
Oh, you did email us a spreadsheet, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, it is 3. Well remembered.
I think Aiden should walk in and chance the chest first.
Hey, do I get to pray at that thing first?
Yeah. You can do. Yeah, I mean, it's a group thing, so it's not like we're going to tell you what to do.
Well, if I go have a bit of a rub dub dub, the old god.
Okay. Well, which direction?
Thanks for the grub, since she's got the bread.
Where do you want to go in the room? There are stairs on either side, because the level towards the end where the door is, which I'm going to put in.
Do I have to go anywhere in particular to pray to the old?
You can go absolutely anywhere. So you could go along the top or along the bottom.
You have to go up, so you can't go diagonally onto a set of stairs.
Okay, I'll just go along the top then. Yeah, go. What side am I? Yeah, since I'm at the top already, yeah, move me out that way. 1, 2, 3,
4. That's all your movement done, unless you were to run. But if you ran,
no, that's cool. And now do I get a bit of a rub a dub dub?
You get to do the rub. So you've got the Shrine of Fortune. So you're now blessed. So while blessed, the next time you must draw a rare loot card, you may instead draw 3. Or if you've got to draw a regular one, you can draw a rare one. So it's pretty cool.
So now that I'm blessed, I'll open the chest and it'll bite my head off. Hoof.
Well, the chest, searching the chest is another search action. You've already done your search action with the rubbing.
Hang on a sec, I've just got to check. The old bobber's kicking off big time.
No worries. Vicky, where do you want to go?
I might as well run and go up to the stairs, hadn't I?
Okay, so do you move 5 or 4?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Where do you want to go on the top level? Do you want to go smack bang in the middle, or do you want to stay at a corner?
Start them young. Hey, puppy.
Hey.
You got your little one wargaming.
Tiny circle.
Can she roll dice yet?
No. Well, the problem is if I give her a dice, she'll probably eat it.
That's true. Don't do that.
Hey, bub.
Vicky, do you want to go right in front of the door, or to let Jack up, or do you want to go diagonal, or?
No, I'll go right in front of the door. It gives people space to get up the stairs.
To be fair, I can always open the door now. I'm hidden.
Okay, and do you want to open the door, Vicky, or do you want to leave it?
What do you think if there's the potential of a mimic? Let's open it. Who says we're going to get mimic in the first chest? Let's
You
chance
had
our
to
luck.
say it, didn't you?
Absolutely.
I vote open it. Aidan, any thoughts?
Was that for the chest?
Opening the door. Shall we open it at this point, even though we've not done the chest yet?
I mean, there isn't like a time limit or a speed we have to. Is that what that darkness rotating thing is? Just to kind of hurry you up, is it?
Yeah, basically, because every turn you dally around, you're forced to do another dice roll. So if you roll a 1, you've got more
Yeah,
pain.
let's sort of keep it. If there's no monsters in this room, let's kind of keep it rolling as best we can.
Okay, Vicky's opening the door then. Anything else, Vicky? Are you done?
That's all I can do for now.
Jack?
You know what? Can I get up to the door, or is there not enough room to squeeze by anywhere?
You could stand next to Vicky.
Here's a picture at the door.
I think I shall.
Yeah, so what's your movement, Jack? Is it 4?
Yes.
3, 4, and then your second phase you'd need to move 2 squares to get next to Vicky.
As tempting as the rest was, I thought I might as well shift my odds.
Okay. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'm just inside the room. And since I've got 3 source,
That's the war cry. Let's go.
we've got a Nephilim. Since I've got 3 source, I'm gonna use. I'm gonna spend. I'll just wait for it to quiet down, otherwise you won't hear me. I'm gonna spend.
I'll mute my microphone.
Right, I'm gonna spend 2 source to summon a necrobloat. Oh no, actually they're 3. It costs 3 to summon them, and then 2 to upkeep them. So I'm gonna chuck a necrobloat down, so that's all my source used up. And I think they just appear in a space adjacent to you from memory.
Yeah.
They can fly and they don't get threatened, and they can also move through occupied squares. So whilst the necrobloat is floating around, it gives me, what does it do? It can move through squares occupied by other characters, cannot be threatened, it's immune to prone. If you try to hit it, it's -1. And it's got blood sac, so each necrobloat alive grants the necromancer 3 health points, so my health limit goes up by 3. And it also gives me +1 to strength, perception, and to hit rolls on attacks. When they die, they give me 2 wounds back, or they remove 2 wounds.
I'll do the same thing the whole way through.
So they're pretty useful. If I can get a ranged weapon, they'll be particularly useful. So that's it. Anyone else doing anything?
No.
Okay.
Darkness roll.
Darkness roll. Aidan, do you want to do darkness roll? He might have to unmute himself for a sec.
He'll roll and show us what the dice says.
We'll shout it out when you see it. If he's not rolling, we can roll it.
4. It's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay, cool.
4.
Well, no need to move it then. So, start of turn, so nothing happened on darkness, but we go straight into exploration again, and we've got an L corridor this time, but this time it moves on to a red. So we need to roll that dice again, Aidan, and I think on a 1 to 3, is it an encounter, Vicky?
Yeah, 1 to 3 is monsters, 4 to 6 is an event.
Let's turn that down.
6.
What'd you get, Aidan?
Is it a 6?
Awesome.
Amazing.
Awesome. Events.
quite likes events because they can be good or bad. However, last time he said that, he got the worst event possible and ended up with 15 wins. I did laugh.
Yeah, I fell down a hole. Well, at least I kind of see events as a bit 50-50. I mean, they can be really, really awful, but no, you can get some good ones.
Events only open though once you start the round within that map tile. So we won't do the event yet because we're not in the map tile.
Okay, so what order do people want to go in again? Bear in mind you can swap items around and stuff. Aidan, you may want to only move up to the doorway, maybe hang back and search the chest or something.
I was going to say, if I move as far forward as I can but stay close enough to search the chest.
Okay, so if you move 2, it puts you by the door.
Very wary of doorways as well. We always try and avoid doorways. Like being in them, which you're not, but just word warning.
Yeah.
There are some event cards that have been known to bring down guillotines and stuff in doorways.
Oh, right,
pretty savage.
Yeah. I'll do that, and then I will use me old rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub.
Okay, so searching, we have a loot. So because of your blessing, that's upgraded, isn't it?
Yes. Is it normal loot? So it's now a rare loot.
No, it's a it would normally be a normal loot.
Yeah.
Because it is a normal loot token. If you draw a regular loot card, instead simply draw a rare, then discard the Shrine of Fortune once you've used it. So normally we would draw from the rare loot from the normal loot pile. We're going to draw a rare one. I'm going to shuffle these on the camera because what I tend to do is I shuffle them once at the start of a campaign, and then we just kind of eat through the deck throughout the campaign. You can play where you just draw a random card every single time.
Which is okay when you're all in the same room, but I think this is better when we're not.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so I'm going to take one off the top. Well, it's good, but it's not going to help us right now. It's a raw Ethereum. So the good news is, Aidan, is it sells for 500, which is colossal.
Whoa, that's massive at this point of the game.
It is massive. The not so good news is it's a crafting component. So until you've done the dungeon and you find a blacksmith, there's absolutely jack you can do with it. And then you've got the choice of either using it as a blacksmithing component or you sell it for 500. Take your pick. But it does weigh 1, so if you carry that, that's going to eat into your weight limit by 1.
That should be not a problem at this point in the game, surely.
Yeah, no, at this point, your weight limit is your strength plus 10. So in the case of the Black Knight, strength 4, you can carry a total weight of 14.
And I've got, a sword, which is broke, which weighs what?
Sword weighs 1, and you've got a faded portrait, which weighs nothing, I think, the heirloom. So it's pretty good. What do the rest of you guys want to do?
Might as well push into the room, I guess.
Are we all going in?
Behind.
Are we all going in? What, with that event card?
Is it worth heading into the room and opening the door?
So there are 2 trains of thought here. You could either leg it into the room, go open the door, and accept the fact that next turn it's going to move on to a grey. It should be safe. If it was going to move on to a red, you could end up with double bubble where you're dealing with an event card and something else.
Well, it's grey next, so let's push on, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so you legging it all the way around the corner, Vicky?
Yep. I need my movement spell to bring everyone with me.
Those days are long gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Which side of the door do you want to go, Vicky?
If I go to the right.
Okay, and then spend a point to open it.
Yeah.
Jack?
I wonder if I hang back and watch out for Aiden or move on.
You're cool. Shadow Lurker.
Just shift me 4 into the room,
Yeah.
and then I will recover my stamina back.
Okay, so Aidan, what Jack's doing is effectively not moving in his movement phase, so he gets the stamina back. And then in his second phase, his like attack phase, he's going to run, so he doesn't move.
Roger.
You can move diagonally. So Jack, are you planning to move diagonally around the corner, or just shuffle over one?
Move me diagonally up the corner and then
You can
carry
go
from there.
one further forward.
Yes.
Where were you? Oh, can you move 5?
No,
No, it's 4.
So you're in the corner here, so you've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the maximum you can go.
Oh, the TV's.
Yeah, bear in mind I'm behind you.
I hear you just around the corner, diagonal from me.
I'm going to go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need to get any stamina back, so I'm going to push up a bit. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go up, so I've got line of sight on Aidan and you guys. And my necrobloat.
This is like.
I'm just going to leave my necrobloat next to me for the moment. So 1, 2, 3, 4. How fast does it move? Oh, it moves 5, so I'm going to put it next to me. Right, you guys happy with that?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so darkness roll again, Aidan.
Here we go. 6 again.
Yay!
Did you get a 6 last turn?
No, I got a 6 on my last roll, whatever it was.
That gave us the event.
Oh, that was for the event, I think. The event or something. It was monsters or an event. It was on the shuffler.
That was it. So, if for like source energy, if you roll a 6, you get to channel your full amount of mine. So mine's 6, so I would get 6 points of source energy. But I have to pay an upkeep cost for that necrobloat that's floating around, which is 2. So basically, it drops my upper limit down by 2. So even though you rolled a 6, I only get 4 of these. We do exploration. No, in fact, we do exploration, then we do event. So the exploration is a dweller's room, but it moves onto a grey, so it should be relatively quiet. So I'm just going to get the card out. There won't be much more grey left now though. He's going to get a whole ton of red coming up, so it's going to start to get quite dicey.
Roger.
So the easy bit, if you like, is done. So I'll put that down there. There's going to be another environment card in the room because it's a 4x4. So it's an ordinary room, so there's nothing going on in there. And there's one exit to the south. There's also a treasure chest in here.
Oh.
So, who wants to do what? Oh, sorry, there's an event card next, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, event card, I'm going to flip it over and it's going to affect one of us at random. These can be pretty nasty.
Yeah.
You might as well just kick off the innuendo. We have a mysterious hole. Yeah, you discover an old hole. Jack can tell you all about these. He stuck his hand in one last time. It is too dark to see inside, but you could fit your arm in there if you wanted to. Place this event card next to the map tile. An accursed within this map tile may perform a search action to look inside the hole. 1 to 2 is really bad. You're going to get wounds and stuff. 3, nothing really happens. And then 4 onwards is all good stuff.
So it's a bit of a 2/3 chance of goodies.
Yeah.
I vote Jack for this. He can heal himself, and he's also had quite a bit of luck with the
glory hole.
glory holes.
So let me get this right. You live with Jack, and you're advocating that he sticks his hand in a hole.
Well, he was successful in the last campaign, so.
Go on, get it in there. Get it in. Like if it's a cow, right up to the elbow. Get it in.
There's also.
We'll go for both and clap.
There's also a chest in here, so I mean, because my initiative is so shite, do you want me to deal with the chest first, just in case it is a mimic?
Yeah, what's your initiative?
2.
You go for it.
Is it worth me going for the hole first, though, Liam? See if we actually get some equipment out of it.
Well, that's another factor, yeah. But if it is a mimic, you won't get your attacks against it because you would have gone before the mimic.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're right. I mean, there could be a kick-ass item in there for all we know. We just don't know.
Let's do the chest.
Vicky says chest. Jack, what are you saying?
I made my vote for the hole.
Hole. Aidan.
Oh.
Do the hole.
Do the hole. I'm going to vote chest. So Vicky's party leader. She's gets to split the vote. What do you
Well,
want?
I sort of do by saying chest with a 2-2 situation.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah,
We're going with your decision.
chest it
It's
is.
the chest.
It's a chest. Party leader says chest. So, because my movement's a bit crap and I didn't really think about this, I'm going to have to stand in the doorway. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is not really where I want to be. But if I use my second action to move or run, I won't be able to do the search.
Why don't you put one before the doorway then?
Then I wouldn't actually be in the map tile with the chest.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm a bit screwed. I put my model in a stupid place. A bit stupid. So, searching. Oh, it's a possessed chest, fuck's sake.
What does that do?
Really?
Brings out the mimic.
Really? It's like, first game, first monster. These are actually really hard. Not a problem if you're running god characters. We're not. Right, I'm just getting him out the box. So I don't know if you can see this, Aidan. I'll lay it on its side for a minute. That's the mimic. And I'm just going to get his stats. It's going to be pretty hard.
The old mimic.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see how this goes. So his endurance, so bear in mind, whenever you attack something, you've got to get past their endurance first. So if your damage is 10 and their endurance, and your endurance is 8, you're only going to do 2 damage. So level 1, their endurance is 6. I'm going to put a card down in a minute so you can see all these. It has 2 attacks, which hit on a 4+. Because it's a melee monster, it's going to be adding on its strength. So basically all of its damage, whatever dice it rolls, it's going to have +4 on the damage.
Right, yeah.
None of the monsters have any perks at level 1. But level 2 they'll start to pick up fancy perks, which makes them a lot better. Its initiative is 2 because it's copying me. And its movement is 6, because it can move a lot. The downside for us, which is really going to hurt us, is its health is 30.
What?
Yeah. So it's not really what we want. So I'm going to put the card there. Hopefully you can see the stats okay. It'll probably show up better on the Twitch feed when it catches up. The Mimic also has a special rule called surprise attack. So when placed, it ends the turn of the one who opened it. So my turn has ended. It immediately takes its turn. When resolving its behaviour, always have the chest seek out the accursed who has searched it, unless they cannot be reached. The Mimic's initiative is equal to the accursed that opened the chest. So I'm in trouble. Jack, do you want to roll for behaviour? See what the hell it does.
5.
So 1 to 5. If without a target, move towards the nearest accursed. Attacks its adjacent target with kick. If no accursed are adjacent but 2 squares away, it attacks them with bite. Kick, so you know, does 1d6 damage, but it will be adding on its strength of 4. And bite is 2d6 damage plus 4. So bite will ruin us.
Well, fortunately, he's kicking.
Well, the bite has a range of 2, doesn't it? Yeah. If no accursed are adjacent but 2 squares away, it attacks them with bite. So it deliberately tries to kick them away first. So I'm going to roll a red dice. So it's got 2 attacks. It hits me on a 4+. So the first attack is a 6, which is fucking savage. What? So with a 6, if you have any armor points, you can't use them. You can only use your base endurance. So any top up armor from whatever it is you're wearing, forget about it. What do you guys think? Because if I tumble away and use, I've got 2 stamina. If I jack in all my stamina to tumble away, I move a square away from it and the attack misses. But because its bite is range 2, it's then just going to hit me the following turn with an even more damaging attack.
Instead, wouldn't it? Or would it still go for you?
It will always try and attack me where possible.
Oh, okay.
So I could use one. You can use 1 stamina, Aidan, to add your evasion on instead. Alternatively, I just want to double check with you guys for my minions that I raise. It says. So, however, if a monster has to target the necromancer, which this does, through rules such as ambushing, and this is ambushing, or because it was drawn at random with an accursed token, the monster will instead target any available invoked, if eligible. Oh, he's too far away though, isn't it? So it's not eligible. Shit. Do I, what do I do? Do I just try and evade this?
I would.
Yeah.
What's your...
Well,
it's a crit, so it doesn't matter what his armour is.
I still get my base endurance, which is 2. So I'd mitigate 2. If I add on evasion, well, that only takes me to 3.5. So
Rounds up 4, doesn't it?
5s now, can you?
sorry, Vicky.
Can't do 0.5s, can we? Do we round up or down?
No, you get 1 point of damage mitigation for every 2 points of evasion you muster.
Yeah.
Your evasion is your agility plus anything that gives you evasion. My agility is 3. So if I evade, basically my damage mitigation goes from 2 to 3. It's all it's gonna. It's 1 point difference.
Right, because you said the 0.5, I got very confused.
Effectively ignore the 0.5, but shall I spend a stamina to evade this?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, I'm going to spend 1 then. Or do I say, you know what, bugger it, because when it kicks you, it pushes you back a square, and the next attack is actually going to be a bite attack, which is going to be 2d6 damage plus strength. So would I be better off keeping my stamina so I can try and tumble away from the next attack?
That makes more sense.
Yeah, that one makes more sense.
Okay.
The only problem, Liam,
Yeah.
tumbling away won't bite though, will it?
It will do in subsequent turns, because this first attack is kick because I'm next to it, but once you've resolved a kick, it moves me back a square because it kicks me back. It would then bite me, which I could maybe tumble away from.
Let's see what damage he does.
Okay, so it's doing 1d6 plus 4. So that's 8. Shit. So that's 8 damage, or 8 wounds. I get to take 2 off of that for my endurance. So I've taken 6 wounds already. It then kicks me back a square. And then its second attack, which will now be bite, is going to hit me as well. Now that will be 2d6 plus 4, which is probably just going to kill me.
I would tumble that.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend both of my stamina now to move a square to tumble it. And that's me kind of half dead, because my life is 13.
So when you tumble, you just basically go nope, essentially, but you've got to obviously pay quite a high stamina cost.
Yeah, and also you need space to tumble too.
You do the Dark Souls roll, mate.
Yeah, you effectively have to tumble out of its threat range. You can't tumble to a square that's in its threat range, which is the adjacent squares around it.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's down to you guys to try and kill it.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, I'm gonna walk up to it.
Well, what happens if we just run away? We've got $500. Let's just leg it.
You can't escape the first dungeon, because with the first dungeon, you actually wake up inside the dungeon in a cell with no memory of who you are. You have bugger all items, and it's just a group of you just suddenly wake up in adjacent cells, and you're basically trying to get out of the dungeon.
Oh, right.
So it's kind of kill it or die and go home.
Well, it's...
Okay, so I'm going to walk to it, because you have to go in initiative order now.
Yeah. Are you moving
and I'm
up?
going to attempt to hit it with my rapier.
Vicky, are you moving up to it, I take it?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I've got 2 attacks at 3+. Why 3?
3+ already? That's pog.
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
decent.
According to Jack, I have 3 attacks at 3+.
Are you carrying your rapier and your pistol to your rapier?
Just my rapier.
And you've got 3 attacks. 1 extra attack, 1 and 3.
Oh, okay. I have a hand free, so I get an additional attack.
Yeah,
Like,
one of the courtesan's special rules is if you've got nothing in your offhand, then you get an extra attack. So Vicky has 1 attack by default, is it, Vicky? I think.
Yep, that's what it says on the thing here. Yeah.
you get a second attack because you've got nothing in your other hand.
Yeah.
And my rapier gives me an extra attack.
Okay, the rapier gives Vicky an extra attack. And the rapier is really cool because it also lets Vicky move a square after she's attacked.
Right.
Okay. So with my
That's
3 attacks.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
With my first attack, I missed. With my second attack, I crit.
Now,
Hey.
when you do a crit, you do maximum possible damage unless your weapon says otherwise, because some weapons do specific things on a crit.
Yeah, this doesn't say anything about crits. It just says attack is 1d6 damage. So it'll be 6 plus my strength of 3.
Plus, yes, because so you add on your strength in melee or you add on your perception if you're shooting. So what's the total, Vicky?
Well, currently it's 9, but it does say with my wrist gun skill, once per combat, add 1d6 to the damage scored by a melee attack.
Well, that's got to be
Once
worth
per-
doing, isn't it?
Yeah. And I can use it after this attack has landed successfully on a hit, so.
It's got to be worth doing.
Okay, so that's an extra 3, so I've done 12
So-
damage.
That's like half its health in one hit.
So Vicky's done 12, but then you've got to take off the thing's endurance, which is a mighty 6.
So, 6 points. And 1 more attack.
Okay, so
Good, Annie.
Vicky, is that 6 damage so far?
Yeah, so far. Oh, and I crit it again.
You've crit it again, cool.
So that'll be 3 wounds this time.
Okay, that's still decent. That's really good. Okay, so are you going to use your rapier skill to move a square?
Yes, because he can walk towards me, can't he?
He can do, yes. Yeah.
Do I really want him walking forwards though? If he's just going to walk into me anyway.
Well, if the thing is, if you if
What
you,
I'm thinking is though, if I stayed there, he holds his place and I can always tumble him like you did. That way he can't reach you.
yeah, you would. How much stamina have you got? Is it 2 or 3?
I've got 2 stamina, but 14 health.
Okay, so you might have to do what I did and like take a hit, let him kick you back, and then tumble the second one, assuming both of his attacks connect.
Which is what I was thinking.
Okay,
Because at least hold him at bay and he can't reach any of you.
that'd be
Because
cool.
I'll obviously, when it comes to my go, walk back in.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. Jack, are you next in initiative order?
I am, but I'm struggling here because there is legitimately no point in me attacking him.
Well, what's your damage output?
With the shiv, it's 2.
But it's got a special rule, isn't it? If you hit, you can keep hitting.
It's got a special rule where if I hit, I get to add 1 and keep going, depending on how many times I hit it. That means I've got to successfully hit on 4 plus
What's your
quite a
perception?
lot of times. It's not
Best strength,
which is
please.
3. I don't know that I can get to add anything much to that.
Worth trying, yeah?
Well, fuck it, on the first attack I'll get 2 extra damage anyway and physically can't miss.
Well, anything you can do to even stick a couple of wounds on it's got to help, because it's going to be kicking our asses. The only consideration is Aiden. Obviously, Aiden's lagging back. Aiden's not going to be able to attack it this turn anyway. So, is it worth Aiden just getting close, and then in subsequent turns, Vicky does her thing, moves out, and then Aiden goes in or something?
Well, to be fair, I can always walk around the back of it, mate. It can't see me, and I don't generate threat.
You could do that, but you will be trapped on the other side indefinitely until we kill it.
Well, yeah, there is that. But with Aiden running up, what other option have we got? If I stand there, I'm in the way, and I'm not going to do a lot.
Yeah.
I can't take from him because I haven't got much to help me, and pretty low health.
How far can you move, Jack?
4.
So,
Left of it.
yeah.
Still gets so I get in. More point.
But you would never be eligible for a tumble.
But I also am not going to be eligible for an attack the next go around because it can get past Vicky.
No, it can't.
Yes, it can. 'Cause it squeezes past, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it won't whilst Vicky's there because it's threatened by Vicky.
Movement. I didn't think monsters were actually paid attention to the threat.
Yeah, they do.
Well, in which case, I'm just going to stand in the doorway and hit it. What else can I do?
I don't think there's much else you can do at the moment. Okay, so Jack's moving up 2 then, and shiv it.
Well, as there is absolutely no crit effect on this weapon, there is no point me rolling my first attack. The rule on stealth is saying that the first attack dealt from stealth will never miss and gains +2 damage. Quite like that.
So what does that put you on at the moment? You start on 3, don't you, with your strength?
Starting on 3, the first attack deals 2 plus another 2, so that's 7 in fact.
Okay.
So if I manage to roll 4 or above, I add 1 to it, and I keep going until I fail.
Shiv.
Immediate fail.
Oh.
One wound.
1 wound.
Okay, Jack's done a wound.
My biggest attack gone.
So what's its damage mitigation? What's its armor and endurance? That thing?
It's
6.
6, yeah. Can you see on the map tile here where I'm pointing? See, it says END.
Yeah.
That's the endurance, then you got attacks, then hit and stuff.
Mm.
It's a pretty hard monster, to be frank. We were pretty unlucky drawing it.
Well, attack number 2 has hit. And missed, so I've done fuck all. That was a total of 5.
Bugger.
I'm done.
Okay.
This ship is just...
Yeah,
I really...
I suppose I better just bravely run up.
Well, you can... How far do you move, Aidan? Is it 4?
Yeah, 4.
Okay, so... Oh, I didn't do my necrobloat, which I should have done, because it's initiative 9. So it should have actually gone at the same time as Vicky. What I'm going to do is, because my necrobloat can fly, and it moves 5, I'm going to actually fly into the room. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in its second phase it's going to move again, and I'm going to put it behind.
We take it from behind.
No, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it. I need to be careful where I shove it.
A bit of the old stealth.
I kind of want to put it in front of me, but I don't want to wipe out tumble space. I'm just going to check the rules for it because I have a feeling it doesn't block anything. So it can move through squares occupied by other characters, cannot be threatened, immune to prone. Okay, so it's going to get in the way there. I want to try and put it in a place where it's, if that thing comes rampaging through the front lines, it's going to hit me. And if it hits me again, I will be dead. So I kind of need the necrobloat close by so it's an eligible target. So instead of hitting me, it can hit my minion.
Roger.
Where do you want me to put it, guys? Because I don't want to bugger up your movement.
When you put it to the side of you.
I then block Aidan.
It'll blockade, and it'll also mean that if we get kicked away, we're fucked. To be honest, I don't think you can put it anywhere useful, Liam.
Okay, well I'll put it behind. I need to put it somewhere because I think it's, if on a behaviour roll of 6, I think it just smashes through everyone. It'll come straight for me and it will just end me.
Well, it's the problem there that if you put it anywhere, you know, level with you or in front of you, it's going to end one of us.
Yeah, self-care.
On my turn, can't I run forward and band you so that gives us a bit of leeway?
Well, actually, I'm being a bit. Sorry, Aidan, what are you saying?
About to say, like, I've still got to go, so surely I can run forward and bandage you.
You could do. I'd just loathe to use up a bandage so early in the game because we've potentially got quite a long way to go, and this is what, the third map tile, and we're already getting smashed up.
True. Up against something that's potentially, well, I would say arguably tougher than the boss we're going to face.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Oh, bollocks. What to do, what to do, what to do.
Move the bloke somewhere else and get Aidan to bandage you.
Because that way, if the 6 is rolled, there's a chance that you'll live, rather than just getting murked, basically.
Alternatively, we could wait till the end of this turn and use the cursed heart.
Which would make a lot more sense.
As it's on a 6.
Yeah, because someone else is going to get hit again, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep, probably both of us.
Oh, bollocks, I don't know what to do. I will stick it behind me for the moment. Because I don't want to...
Ideally, not in a situation where we get murdered. I know you can raise us from the dead, but still.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, well, I'll stick it... I wouldn't want to go near your hole after that, though, Jack.
Well, here's the thing. You're only going for the hole first.
Okay, well, I'll shove it there. Aidan, you're up next.
It's less dangerous than your guess.
So obviously just move forward, but obviously I've got to give enough room for them guys to tumble.
Yeah, I mean, you could go next to my necrobloke because they can move diagonally, so you wouldn't block him in.
Yeah, do that. And then what can I do for my second action?
Nothing, because you're just out of range. Because if you spend your second action running, you can't attack. You're just too
I
far
take it
back.
Aidan's not a ranged weapon.
No, I've got no range. I've just got a broken sword.
Yeah, we've all got shit weapons at the moment. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Aidan, have you used up any stamina?
No.
Okay. The advantage Aidan's got is he's got a butt ton of stamina. So if Aidan does manage to get in front of it, you can probably tie it up all day.
Yeah, I was thinking of handing it over to Aidan. Would make more sense to you, though.
Got ya.
Okay, so that's Aidan. It then goes down to initiative 2. So when you have tied initiative, Aidan, monsters always go first.
Right, okay.
So Jack, do you want to roll behaviour again? And I just pray it's not a 6.
Oh, we're going.
He's coming.
He's arriving.
4.
The 4.
I'm having a
Okay.
crisis.
So its behaviour is a 4, so I'll mark it on the card. So if without a target, move towards the nearest accursed, attacks its adjacent target with kick. If no accursed are adjacent but 2 squares away, it will bite them. So it's not going to move because it's already next to Vicky. So it's going to try and it will try and kick Vicky or Jack, and you can play this randomly, or traditionally we just choose and we just distribute wounds evenly. You're supposed to, where possible, distribute all the damage amongst all the accursed as evenly as possible, so everyone takes the knocks.
Right, I get you.
So he wants to receive a good kicking.
What with me?
Sure?
Yeah.
You're our heavy hitter. Jack can replenish wounds.
Okay, put it on Jack.
Does Jack want to do it?
No, he's gone to get drunk.
Ah. Okay, well we'll stick it on Jack then.
Jack is on later while he's out the room.
Okay, well shall we all vote whilst Jack's not here?
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, whack the regen dude.
Okay, so it hits on a 4+, so it's missed, it rolled a 2, and the second attack on Jack is a 3, so it actually hasn't hit anyone.
Hooray!
Hey. So then it's my go with my paltry 2+. I could actually sacrifice the necrobloat and get 2 wounds back.
I don't think it's worth it if we're going to use the Cursed Heart, because you're currently on a wounds of 6, aren't you?
Yeah, but do we want to go wasting a Cursed Heart so early in the day?
I was about to say, if he can...
Pop your light.
If you use the Cursed Heart, Aidan, you can... Whatever the current darkness roll is, and for us it's a 6, you can do a party heal so everyone gets 6 life. But at the moment, I'm the only one damaged.
Liam, pop your fly.
Do what, sorry?
Pop your fly.
Kill it?
Yeah.
Okay, so how does this work? So you can only release your invoked before or after your move or attack phase. The following rules also apply if the invoked is killed. So remove the mini from the map and discard all upkeep. At the end of the round, the necromancer has to pass a mind test. So mind tests, Aidan, or any kind of attribute test. So if you have to do an endurance 1 test, you look what your endurance is, so yours is 4, you roll 4 dice and you have to get at least a success, which is a 6. If it was an endurance 2 test, you'd have to get 2 6s.
Okay.
So I have to do a mind test with a difficulty of 1, and if I fail it, I will gain 2 insanity. So I'm going to release it. My mind is 6, so I'm going to kill it. I need to get 6 on this, otherwise I'm going to pick up 2 insanity, which will be pretty crap. And I've picked up 2 insanity. What?
Well, a pretty good trade-off.
So I get insanity 2, but my insanity level is 9, so it's quite high. But I do get 2 wounds back. And then I'm going to move. So I might move back a square.
No.
And then I'm going to re-summon the necrobloat, I think. So it's going to cost me 3 source to summon it. Because Aidan rolled so high this turn, I can get away with doing this, and I'm going to put the necrobloat in front of me. Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
Try that again.
So I'll put the necrobloat. I've re-summoned the necrobloat, and it's in front of me. Is that okay for you guys? Not going to block you or anything.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so then we're done.
Darkness roll.
So end of the round. So Aidan, darkness roll.
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh-oh.
3.
Oh, fuck's sake. Thought we'd rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, Vicky's up. Initiative 9.
What I need
So,
to do.
3 attacks or 3 attacks. First one missed. Next one crit.
Oh wow, nice.
Oh, still in the same combat. So that does 3 wounds.
Okay, cool. Vicky, were you not looking to get your gun out this turn?
No, because I get more attacks with the rapier.
Okay.
The Widow's Guard, well, apart from the fact I can't hit when I'm adjacent to the monster.
No, but you can, after your
and
rapier attacks, you can move back a square, can't you, and then fire it?
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
And it's 2d6 damage, isn't it? Plus perception.
Yeah.
So you could do that all in one round. You could do range attack and a close quarters attack.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are able to do every single attack you've got possible. So if you've got, it's quite hard to do because like a lot of weapons are double-handed. But if you've got like a sword and a gun and you kill the thing in front of you, you could then fire at something else.
Ah.
Okay, so my 3rd attack missed, so I'm going to step back and attempt to use my gun.
You can't because you didn't have it equipped. You need to do the trade phase before you start doing stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and you would have lost one of your attacks as well with your rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's worth bearing in mind for next turn.
Do you still want to move back anyway, Vicky, or are you staying put?
Well, someone's got to move back so I can get in there and I can give it a good old shaking.
I'll step back because then Jack can still attack. Well, Jack can't move out of its threat range anyway. I'll take a step back.
Okay.
So how come you can do that?
Vicky's rapier has a special rule. After she's used it, she's before or after she uses the rapier. Correct me if I'm wrong, Vicky, but Vicky can move a square.
Oh, nice.
It is very cool, especially if you've got a gun in the other hand, because you can move in, attack, dart out, and then fire your gun.
So this is going to sound stupid. So if she puts her rapier away, gets her gun out, so she's still got a free hand, shoots with the gun, does she get an extra attack with it? I mean, I know it's a one-shot weapon. You've got to reload it. Sure to God.
You can only juggle weapons before you have your go.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So next round.
Oh yeah, next round, absolutely, yeah.
So does that mean she can swap to the pistol, put her rapier away, so she's only got one? You know, she's still got a hand free. Does she then get an extra attack with a pistol?
Ooh.
No, because the Widow's Guard can only be fired once per turn.
Oh, there we go.
Although it does say it can be used even when adjacent to enemies, which I didn't realise.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. It is a gunpowder weapon. Being able to shoot it twice in 6 seconds would be pretty impressive.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got something that allows them to do that though.
Yeah, she's got loads of funky skills later on that make her a better firearms expert. Okay, so Vicky's moved back. Jack is next in the pecking order. What are you up to, Jack?
Nothing else I can do legitimately apart from stab it and
Stab,
hope for
stab.
the best.
Shib.
Yeah, stab and hope for the best.
The first attack is a shank.
Shank.
It has another shank on it. It has another shank on it. That's taken me to 7 damage so far.
Bring on a shank.
That's another one. 8.
Keep shanking.
Another one.
Shank.
9.
Oh, this is a shanking and a half.
Much as I want to claim that, I think. Oh,
Move the wire.
no, it's not.
10.
Another one.
11.
No. That was going to be, and then it rolled back onto a 1.
Oh, so was that 10 in total?
Yeah, 4 wounds.
I do have a second attack.
Wow, that's a decent shanking.
What a shanker.
That one. Okay. Well, that's 5. Extra shank is not.
So
So
that was you worried that you weren't going to do any damage to it.
Liam, I just need to check something with you.
Yeah.
I've looked at my courtesan card and my health is 10 and my sanity is 4. However, in the Darklight sheet you've written, my sanity's 5 and my health is 14.
It's because I'm using the updated monster and character cards.
Oh,
So,
Okay.
in that case, to amend mine back again.
So the monsters all got, well, better, they have more behaviours and stuff, but the characters got better accordingly as well. So the stuff that I put down on your sheet is accurate. So if you've changed anything, just let me know if you've changed. I'll just tell you what the value is.
Oh, right. In that case, for me, I changed my health and sanity back, thinking there was I thought it was left over from overriding the other character.
No, so your sanity, Jack, is 6 and your health is 15.
15 because of the dry black rose on.
Yes, it is, yeah, because you've got +3 from your heirloom that you've got.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, what did you do on your second shank? Did you do any damage?
No.
I hit it, but I only hit it once and I didn't penetrate it.
Okay, so Aidan, it's over to you.
I reckon I should just run up and just give it a good old slapping.
So 1, 2, and then you can step diagonally for 3. Puts you right in there.
If I use my aggressive stance.
Yeah, Aiden's got combat stance, so if he uses it, he can go aggressive or defensive. It's quite cool.
So what does that do? Give me +1 strength at -1 endurance, isn't it, or something?
You lose an armour, you gain a strength.
Cool. But I don't have any armour anyway, so...
How's it worded on the card? What does it... Oh, in fact, you haven't got it, have you? Let me just...
Oh, I do. I've got the scan in front of me somewhere. Let me have a look. Combat stance. You place yourself in defensive or offensive stance. Switch between stances at the start of your turn. Turn the card to stance you're currently using. If you are not using the stances, flip the card down. So, offensive stance, gain +1 strength. I'm going to have to spin it round. Bonk, bonk. Gain +1 strength when dealing melee attacks, but suffer -1 armor.
Okay, so it does specifically say armor, not endurance. So it will be whatever your total armor value is -1. So armor is always your endurance plus any armor you're actually wearing.
Oh, right, I see. Right, yeah. That's fine. My endurance is 4 anyway, so...
Okay, so it basically dropped down to 3 effectively.
Yeah. Cool, right, well, I've got 2 attacks, 4+. No, I've got strength of 5 to see. Whew, here we go! So, 6 and a 5, bonk.
Okay, cool. It doesn't really matter in this case, but when you next do them, you might want to start doing them separately, because you can later on, when you get cool gear and stuff, you might get funky things happening, or you might get like people like Vicky when she had her Blood Witch was like intervening in Argos and doing funky things and stuff.
I was time meddling.
No, but on this one it doesn't really matter, does it?
No,
Now,
not at this stage of the game. We're so shit at this stage.
Okay, so I'll roll the damage separate. Oh no, because I can just roll them both and then just double the strength and then just double its armor.
Well, no, you have to do those separate, Aiden.
Okay, so first hit. Oh no, because the first one was a crit, so I got 1 crit, didn't I? So what does that do again?
Maximum damage.
So that'd be 11.
Did you factor in all the bonuses for your weapon and stuff? Because it might have stuff written on the card.
What does my weapon do? I don't even know what my weapon does.
Broken sword.
1d6 damage plus cleave.
So cleave means if you kill your target with cleave, you can actually carry on circling round killing adjacent targets.
Yeah.
So
it's 11. So because I get strength of 5 because of the battle stance.
So minus the 6 for its endurance.
Another 5 wounds.
And 5 wounds.
Which is really good.
So we've got 8 to go.
And I'll roll for it my second hit, which is a 4. So that'll be 9. So another 3 on top.
That's really good.
What's that?
Excellent.
That's really good.
So 5 to go.
Okay, so Aiden's done his thing. It's now going to go to initiative 2, so because it's mimicking mine. So Monster will go first. So Jack, do you want to do the behaviour roll again?
I probably don't, but here we go.
You are.
Staying consistent.
Was it a 4? Sorry.
Yeah.
4.
Okay, so who wants to take a rollicking here? We've got a choice of Jack or Aiden.
I shall take the first one, because then if I have to tumble, Vicky will be able to get in and fuck it up.
Okay, so first attack on Jack hits on a 4+. It's a 5. So it will.
And it's one.
It will be
Plus-
doing kick. It's 1d6 plus its strength of 4.
Okay, so 10 is the most it can do to me. You know what? I am just going to evade
What do you that mitigate?
at 5.
Nice.
If you do evade it, what's your
3.
Oh, you've got enough to tumble as well. Okay, so damage them.
Yep.
3 plus 4, 7.
7.
2 wounds, not terrible.
How does your blood wounds work?
I believe I take 2 blood wounds for each wound I get in.
So they're not
I've
real
just taken
wounds.
blood wounds, sorry.
They're not real wounds.
Yeah, I've just taken 2 blood wounds. However, if you kill it outright, I'm not going to get you back.
Okay. So Aidan, Jack's got this cool rule where when he receives damage, he picks up blood wounds instead, and he's got until the end of his next go basically to do damage back on whatever hurt him, and if he does damage back, he can basically mitigate those blood wounds. If he doesn't, the blood wounds stick and become actual wounds.
Alright, okay. Well, that means he could almost tank as good as me if he set it up that way.
If he hits and he's got decent weapons.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a great weapon because I have to cause 2 wounds before I get one.
I'm just thinking of the future whenever we decide to start building our characters, that's all.
Oh god, yeah, and there is a skill that makes it better. Plus, I recover 1 wound every turn on my own anyway.
Right.
I just can't get healed by anything else.
Let's get this moving because we've spent over an hour on this chest.
Right, okay, so it's attacked. Was that his first attack or second? First, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the second attack is a 4. Sorry, who was this against? Is this still on Jack?
Yeah.
May as well be.
Well, yeah, we nominated Jack, so Jack's got to keep dealing with it. What do you want to do? Do you want to evade or do you want to tumble?
Has it hit me?
Yeah.
It has hit you.
Okay. You've got your gun, haven't you? I'm going to evade.
I was going to say, don't you need a tumble to allow Vicky next round to attack because she goes before both of us?
I can use my gun.
Shoot.
Oh, you can shoot through people, can you?
Yes, you can. Yeah. Characters do not block line of sight. Neither do monsters. Okay, so Jack's evading. So point of stamina spent. Incidentally, Aidan, once you run out of stamina, you're effectively ruined. So that's done 3 again. So 3 plus 4, 7.
Another 2
Another
blood
2.
wounds.
Yeah.
So Jack's got 4 blood wounds. It's then my go at initiative 2. I can do feck all because I don't have a ranged weapon and I can't get past you guys. So.
Is it destroy your bloat again?
Well, I could, but I've got to take another insanity test. I'm already on insanity 2.
But you've only got to roll 1/6, haven't you, with 6 dice?
Yeah, but I mean, if I fail it and suddenly I'm on 4 insanity, if we come across a room of faceless ones, I'll get nuked.
We come against a room of faceless ones, we're all fucked at this level, mate.
Yeah. Last time.
I don't know. Do I need to do it right now, or should I just wait? Because we're starting to pick up wounds. At some point, we're going to do a party heal, aren't we?
Yeah.
So you're alright, mate. You're hiding at the back. You're not going to get hit by anything.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to stay where I am then. Just pick my nose or something.
Perfect.
I am going to rest though, so I'll get a point of stamina back because I'm not moving.
Oh, darkness roll, Aidan.
Ooh, that's lucky. 2.
2. Okay.
Is my video still showing properly on Skype?
I'm seeing a 4 at the moment on your video feed.
Ah, how strange.
Let me just bring up Skype full screen because I'm looking at the preview. Yeah, it looks like it's frozen at the minute.
How weird, because it's showing it won't do. It won't. Skype is not sharing the. It's not sharing it. Oh, interesting.
Right. Okay. So Vicky, are you up?
Yeah, I've talked to my Widow's Guard. So I only get 1 attack per. Maybe 5
Right.
once per turn.
Yeah.
So I have to get a 4+ to achieve anything.
If you get it though, you're probably going to kill this thing.
I got a 5.
Whee!
Yay.
So I get a 1d6 plus 1 damage. Oh,
Is
I
it
rolled a 1.
not-
That doesn't seem right for a pistol.
Is it not 2d6?
No, 1d6.
As a starting weapon, behave.
Oh.
I only rolled a 1. So that's a 5, which does nothing.
Rubbish. Okay, that's unfortunate. So then we've got the Shanker.
Guys, have some mass shanking again.
I really hope I do some shanking that will get rid of some wounds, which, without doing something about it, I'm in trouble with. Remember, the party heal won't affect me.
No, it doesn't, does it?
And you get 1 back already, anyway. Per
1
round.
hit, it's 5.
No.
I do actually get
I
1
do?
per round.
Good.
My rule. That's first hit and got something. Back got another one. This is the point where I need to start doing well. Done another one.
You got this.
Doesn't do anything extra. So that got that one. That's 1.
So he's done
8.
8 damage, so that is 2 wounds.
Okay, that's
Yep.
still good.
That's 1 blood wound off. Attack number 2. That's the point actually. I'm having my 1 stamina back before I forget.
Jack, do you heal a wound every turn?
At the beginning of every round, I hadn't taken any wounds, so I don't get 1 back. I'd only taken blood wounds.
Oh, okay. So if you're injured, you've got to do damage back to heal. Otherwise, you will naturally increase it by 1 every turn. If you're not
Yeah.
fighting.
No. I recover 1 wound at the beginning of every round. It's in darkness roll. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I recover 1 wound that way,
Yep.
and I get 1 blood wound back for every 2 wounds that I cause.
But technically this turn he's not yet taken any wounds, so we can't
My
claim one
blood,
back currently because there's still
Oh, I
blood
see
wounds.
what you mean. Yeah, because you resolve the blood wounds after you've done your next attack, don't you?
Yeah.
it's at the end of my go, the blood wounds tick over. Anyway,
Yeah.
attack number 2 has hit. Has hit again.
So what's that even?
6 now. Has hit 1 more time.
What's your strength?
I've already.
I know. But with
My strength is 3. Now
Yep.
7. Now. Hope I again. That hits,
yeah.
and that's completely not.
He seems to hit a level. That's another 2 wounds.
Another 2 wounds.
Yeah, so frustrating.
Wounds.
Oh.
You only had one wound, you said.
Oh, God. Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you just spit on it?
That's right, I'm going to kick it in the nuts.
Yeah, do
You get
that.
2 blood wounds attack.
I did get 2 blood wounds back, which now disappear to become
2 wounds.
wood.
Okay, so Aidan, you're up.
Here we go. So roll my attack separately, or can I just roll them both?
You probably should do them separately just to get in the habit of it.
Okay, cool. Right, first attack. Miss. Big fat miss. Rolled a 1. Does that do anything bad?
No.
But
Fortunately.
it's just a critical fail. Does nothing.
Second attack. Big fat 3, which is another miss.
Oh, what?
And on that, I'm going to get a beer and salt.
God. What?
Oh.
Okay, so it's going to be the mimic then. So who are we targeting? Are we targeting Aiden and his beer or
No,
Jack?
I think we should target Jack again. Unless it's supposed to be disputed, in which case we should attack Aiden, I guess.
You, as far as I understand it, you just need to distribute wounds caused by a class of monster in a round, and because this is a new round, you're effectively starting over again. So if we can
Awesome.
I can take one at least, but remember I've only got 2 stamina left now, so I'm not tumbling if it fucks me up.
well,
But I attack twice, you can evade twice.
shall we try and stick it on Aiden then when he comes back?
Bring it on. Yeah,
Sure.
well.
You sure? Because once I start rolling, that's it.
Not rolling.
Yeah, I'm on. See.
Okay then, right, so the first attack is missed, it was a 1.
Cool.
And the second attack is a 5, that's connected.
Okay.
Evade.
Evade.
Okay, so damage is going to be 2 plus 4 is 6. And
One.
I think the kick pushes you back a square as well. I'm not sure
Okay.
if we might have forgot to do that last turn.
That's the in anyway.
Yep.
Okay, so kick. When this attack hits, move the target by 1 square away from the possessed chest. Okay.
Yep.
So you go back 1.
Yep. That's fine. I've taken 1 blood wound.
Okay, it's my go. I would have channeled 3 source this turn. I'm tempted to try and decay the bastard. So I've got a spell. Is Aiden back with us or is he gone?
Oh, I'm here.
He's back. So Jack basically tanked the damage. He took a little bit of damage, but he's still with us. I've got decay, so target a character in line of sight up to 5 squares away, which it is. The character must take an endurance 1 test, so it's got 6 dice, and it would need to score a 6. Character must take an endurance 1 test or suffer 1d6 wounds. The advantage of that is it's not damage, it is wounds.
On what?
For every 2 dice used to cast the spell, raise the endurance test by 1 and add +3 wounds.
What the?
So it does kick ass, but I've only got enough source to put 2 into this. So I'm gonna.
Blow or the chest?
Chest. Why would he attack his blow?
Just wondering.
I'm gonna attack the chest. So the chest has an endurance of 6, and basically, if it doesn't roll a 6, it's gonna be taking some wounds. Shit. It rolled 1 6, so I haven't decayed it. I didn't move though, so I get a stamina back. And then it's darkness roll.
Over to you.
What
you got, Aiden?
Is it my go, is it?
You're
It's
Mr. Darkness.
Not been attacked yet.
Sorry, say again? You broke up.
Well,
Darkness roll.
Oh, darkness roll. Here we go. Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Have you fucked us up with a 1?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh, you're such a pog.
I'll roll next.
Okay, so that's not great. So it's going to move on to a red. So Vicky, are you doing it now?
Yeah, I rolled a 3, which is monsters.
Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, so when monsters appear like this, Aiden, they ambush you. They're going to appear all around us.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We are so dead.
No, we're not.
We have 4 grim cultists and 4 deviants.
Yeah, we're dead.
Yeah. Shortest campaign ever.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we're in some shit now. We really are.
You're even shorter.
Okay.
We barely got past the stairs before facing the faceless ones.
I am going to strike now. Liam,
Yes.
no, you potentially are going to argue because you do every time, but I'm just telling you now, the oil flask is coming out.
Of course it is. We don't have much choice. There's me telling people in the forums that you can actually, beat this game, and I'm just looking at this card thinking, oh fuck.
It's not the faceless ones, so we're okay.
So that's hubris for you.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so let me just go find these cards. This is going to be.
I'd say it wouldn't have been so bad if we'd actually killed that chest thing.
No.
I tried. I just couldn't get a frenzied stabbing going long enough.
Well, they're level 1, so who knows? Maybe they're tame at level 1. Okay, so the deviants.
That's like everyone in this chat.
They have an endurance of 3. This is the nasty bit. They have 2 attacks, which hit on a 3+.
Oh, that's really.
Yeah.
Is that the cool one? The deviant.
This is the deviants. Their strength is 3. They have a health of 5, a movement value of 4, and their initiative 6. That's not great. So those are the deviants. Just going to find their pretty card. So they're kind of two things stuck together. The Grim Cultists, what have they got? They've got endurance of 5. That sucks.
Still better than the chest.
They have they've got 1 attack which hits on a 3+. Now this is the nasty bit. You guys are familiar with this. Aidan won't be. Some of their stats have an asterisk, which means for every Grim Cultist after the first one, their stats increase by 1. So their strength is 2, but it's an asterisk.
There's 4 of them, so they've got what, 5 basically strength to start with.
Yeah, and their health is 3, but it's an asterisk.
Oh, okay.
Their movement 5. And
Their health is 6 to start with till we killed the first one.
Oh, their initiative 6 as well. Initiative is going to ruin us, isn't it? So, Grim Cultists, put those down. Can you guys all see the stats, or is the light whiting them out?
The lights wind them out a little bit, but it's alright.
I can turn a bit of light. Let me just turn a bit of light off. You let me know if it makes it any better or worse.
It's good for us.
Is it good? Is it better?
I can see it.
Yeah, it's a cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cool.
I've plunged us into darkness. So what we got? We got 4 and 4. That's really shit. I might actually have to get out my consumable at this point. So because we've been ambushed, they have to start immediately next to us. You would typically put down the close combat guys first, and then the ranged guys second, but they're kind of all close combat. They have to just spread around us, so they're going to be all over us. This is going to be really shit. Guys, would we rather have the deviants next to us, or would we rather have the grim cultists next to us?
Cultists, I think, because they've only got 1 attack.
Okay, Jack, Vicky, going with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll put the cultists down first and the deviants down second.
And I've just cracked open a bottle of Hobgoblin.
Gonna need it. I'm in the worst possible position. Fuck's sake. Gonna get murdered. Right, okay. That's pretty savage.
Well, no tumbling.
No.
I still vote we should just take this chest out.
Yeah, I think just getting rid of the chest will probably be a good idea.
So what I might do is I might switch back to my rapier because I get 3 attacks,
Yeah.
and then set up so I can roll some dice.
Vicky, am I correct in thinking that because we're hemmed in, you could put your shot on the chest and the attacks into the Grim Cultist?
What do you mean?
No, I'd just get the rapier out and just start laying about, and because me and Jack can finish off the. I mean, we should have finished it off. It was just pure bad, unlucky dice rolling that we didn't kill the chest.
Well, at the moment, Vicky has got a choice of 2 cultists next to her. I would be eternally grateful, Vicky, if you could maybe lay into the one closest to me, because I'm surrounded by 4 guys at the moment.
Yeah, what I'm saying is though, I've got 3 attacks, so why don't I... Oh yeah, because I'm not right at the front line now, am I?
No, you're not. That's why I was wondering, you know, if you happen to get really lucky and take out a cultist, is it worth them putting that one range shot into the chest just in case you kill it, because then it frees the other guys up to hit other things?
I still think I'm going to stick to my rapier. I'm going to do more damage with my rapier.
Okay.
Yeah, just 3 attacks with the rapier. You know, there's a good chance you might even kill 2 of them.
Yeah, whereas the Widow's Guard, I only get
1 attack.
1 attack, and I'm only potentially doing 1 additional damage.
Yeah. Okay. So, any chance you could maybe lay into the one diagonally northwest of you?
Yep.
I'll put the pencil next to it. It's time to get the pencil.
Just let them choose which ones to attack, and we follow round.
Well, you're party leader this time, so I'm just begging.
Okay, so what is it? 3+. I crit it.
Yes, love you. Sorry, Jack.
Yeah.
Well, for 9 in total.
Bit of a menage a trois going on here.
Where the deviants come in.
I mean, that deviant there in the picture looks like there's a bit of stealth bombing going on.
I
I
think
mean,
you find...
it is a very odd creature.
Wasn't that photo was taken down the club, wasn't it, Aidan?
What we need to do is a bit of Photoshop and get Ross's head on it.
Liam,
Yeah.
does this count as a new combat, or are we still technically in the same combat?
We are still in combat. We never got out of combat.
Oh, I see. You're thinking of your old wrist gun, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I've done 9 damage. What's the Grim Cultist endurance? Is 5 plus asterisk, isn't it?
No, his endurance is just a straight 5.
Just straight 5. So I've done 4 wounds to it.
That's really good.
Okay, so I'm going to hit it again. Hopefully. No. My dice said so. 3rd attack. I did a 5, so 1d6. What other dice? Oh, 1. 4, which means I don't get through its endurance.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Getting
I'm
a
I'm attacking. I'm hitting quite well, but my attacks are shocking unless I crit.
The starting weapons are pretty awful.
My weapon doesn't get much better than a rapier.
No, but you get to smith them, don't you, and stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. That's frustrating. You're starting to get a bit worried now. Who's next? Jack?
Right. Well, I suppose I better start off by. Oh, hang on. I got pushed back, didn't I? I can't reach the chest.
Yeah, you are standing next to the one that Vicky nearly killed.
Yeah, murk that one. You've got two attacks, don't you? So you can murk that one and then start stabbing another one.
That's certainly going to be my intention. So.
Don't lose your blood wound though, do you? Because with blood wounds, do you have to hit the creature that hit you, or can you hit anything?
I don't think I'm going to have any blood wounds to worry about, to be honest.
You have
There's
one.
blood wound there. I've caused 2 wounds to get it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, do you have to wound the one that injured you to
No.
get it? Just anything?
No, I just have to cause 2 wounds.
Oh.
So, right. I shall stab the wounded one first. I have stabbed the wounded one.
Nice.
I have stabbed the wounded one once.
Nice.
No, it's not 6, it's 5. That is it. 5 damage, that is all I've done.
Oh no, it's not enough to get through its endurance.
It's not, because my weapon is full.
Oh god.
I shall try to stab it again. I have hit it. That's 5. I have not done anything else, because I hit on 4+ with a shit weapon.
Oh god. I'm actually going to open the whiskey at this point.
You can drink it straight from the bottle.
I haven't drunk whiskey in a hell of a long time, so I'm not sure what the effects will be, so I'm just going to put a tiny bit into a glass.
You did say a shot for every one rolled.
Yeah, I'm going to ignore that, because that was a stupid idea. Right, okay.
No, we're not.
So who's... It's their go next, isn't it?
Their initiative is 6, isn't it?
6, yeah.
Yeah, mine's like 3 or something, so I'm a bit of a dart.
3.
Yes, then.
So yeah, they tend to annihilate us.
Yeah. This is going to be horrible.
Well, they're thinking that can't do anything, so we're all good there.
Okay, so let me just try this whiskey out. Oh, that is strong. That's really strong. Okay, so I've had my consumable. Who wants to get knocked about first? We've got to distribute the damage as evenly as possible.
Well, let's start with the deviants, because
Yeah, it is strong.
let's start with the deviants, because a lot of them aren't going to be able to hit us.
Okay, so we've got a deviant down by Aidan. So they've got 2 attacks and they hit on a 3+. So first one, Aidan, coming at you. Oh god, it's a 6.
Ooh. What can I do to...
All you can do is evade.
I might as well spend a token to do that, stamina to do that, because I've got loads.
Aidan, what stance are you on at the moment?
I'm going to swap unsurprisingly to defensive for this round.
You can only do it at the start of your turn.
Oh, so I'm still on offensive.
Yeah. That's the bad thing about it.
Well, it doesn't matter on this one because he's crit me, so...
Yeah, so you basically don't get to use any armour granted to you by items, which you don't have any anyway because you're kind of naked at the moment.
Yeah.
You get to use your base endurance, which is what, 4?
3. 3 at the minute because of the offensive stance.
Okay. So the damage, Jack, do you want to roll for behaviour again? See what deviants are doing.
How much damage am I on?
Jack's just going to roll for behaviour first of all, so we see what the deviants do.
6.
6. Because it governs the type of attack they use, Aiden.
Right.
So each deviant without a target moves towards nearest accursed and targets them. Each attacks their target with restrain. If the accursed is already restrained, they will use assault instead. So restrain. Instead of dealing damage, the target becomes restrained. If the attack hits, so
Which it has.
Aiden's restrained. Whilst restrained, an accursed cannot move, cannot tumble, or evade until the deviant's next turn or until it is killed.
Yeah, that's fine. So no damage at the minute.
That's going to hurt you later. So it then attacks you again, I think. Does it still attack?
It's just got 1 attack.
But you can't. You say you couldn't evade now.
Yeah.
Yeah, deviants have 2 attacks though. Attack 2, hit on a 3+.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, each deviant without a target moves towards nearest accursed, targets them. Each attacks their target with restrain. If the accursed is already restrained, they will use assault.
Right, okay.
So that's crap. So the second attack is a 6 again. Jesus Christ.
For God's sake.
Oh man.
You can't evade it.
No, you can't evade it.
No.
So he's using, they're using assault, so it's 1d6 damage, but critical hits will also make a character prone. Oh, bloody hell. So you're on your back, you're restrained, now you're prone. So it's going to do 1d6 plus, what's his strength? Strength is 3. So 1d6 plus 3 damage, and you're not allowed to tumble or evade because you're restrained.
Well, there's no room anyway to tumble, so...
So you've got a 4.
That's 7 damage.
Minus your armour.
Which is 3, so 4 damage.
Okay. Next one...
Wait on a minute. If I'm on the floor, my battle stance doesn't work, sure to God.
Like a plastic army guy who's fallen over, mate. He's just lying down.
No, I think that's a fair point, isn't it? I mean, you can't have a stance, really, if you're lying on the
That
floor.
means I get an extra armour, so it only does 3 damage to me. Hooray!
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. I mean, that does seem sensible.
Take anything at this point.
That does seem sensible. The next one is coming at you, Jack. You ready? Right.
Bring it on.
First attack on you, Jack, is a hit on a 3. What do you want to do?
Lead.
Sorry?
Lead.
That one can't hit Jack, can it?
Yeah, it can hit him diagonally.
Jack steps one back.
I'm not in the doorway,
He's
mate.
not in the doorway.
Oh, of course, sorry, my bad, I'm being stupid.
I'll get anything that way.
I'm being a fool. So, we've done 2 deviants. We've got a deviant against me in that case. So, roll to hit me. Oh, this is going to end me. It's a 1.
You guys are so negative.
Sorry, Vicky?
You guys are so negative.
Okay, I'm going to be positive. So the first one missed.
Okay.
Second one missed. Snake eyes. That's what I think of the game. Okay, so we've done the deviants. I don't think any more of the deviants can hit. We're on to the grim cultist now. So we've got a grim cultist next to Jack. So you ready, Jack?
Oh, man.
Or how do you want to do this? You've got a grim cultist next to you to the north, and there's one to the south. So the one to the south can actually hit Vicky or you, Jack. The one to the north can hit you or Vicky. How do you want to play it?
I'll take the one to the north as I wounded it.
Okay. So one to the south, rolling to hit Jack, is a 1.
Cool.
The one to the north, rolling to hit Vicky, is a 2. It's missed.
Yay!
The one to the west of me
Can hit your necroblade.
is hit me. I'm going to have to take it on the necroblade. So, what do they do? Oh, do you want to roll for behaviour on these guys, Jack?
Six again.
Okay, so what are they doing? Each cultist without a target moves towards the accursed with the most armour and targets them. Each attacks their target with vampiric touch. Vampiric touch is magical. The cultist rolls 1d6 on a 4+. The attack hits and scores 1d3 wounds. Heal the cultist by the same number of wounds scored by this attack. So it's going to do 1d3 wounds on my necrobloat. So it's done 1 wound on my necrobloat.
How much health do they have?
6.
Nice.
It's better than I thought, so I'm going to put 1 dice on it. It heals itself by 6, but it hadn't taken any. And the one to the north of me can't target the necrobloat, so it's going to have to be against me. And it's a crit. Fuck's sake. Oh. So vampiric touch on me, it's going to do D3 wounds. Oh, it's done fucking 3 wounds.
It's better than what it could have been.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
3 wounds, almost getting off lightly.
Shite. Right, so Aidan, you're up.
Right. Okay. So obviously I'm prone. So what's the crack with that?
You can use your movement to stand up.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna go defenses.
My only question with that is because you're restrained, are you able to move?
That's a good point. Let's have a look.
So that means I'm prone to throughout this entire fight.
No, you stand up on prone.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. Use your movement to stand up.
So if you got restrained, it held him, then it hit him. It must have let go of him to hit him.
No, the restrained
It was
lasts
the same
until...
one that hit him.
No, they
Yeah,
wrap chains around you, I think. So it says while restrained, an accursed cannot move, tumble, or evade. I think we need to look at the prone rule just to see how it's worded.
Also, Lynn, the board shows that you haven't taken 2 sanity yet.
Sorry, what was that, Vicky?
Your blue dice should be on the number 2.
Oh yeah, sorry, I've updated the spreadsheet. I haven't moved the cube. So I'm just looking up prone.
People watching.
Where is it? Usually the rules are pretty quick to find, but it's not jumping out at me.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Aidan, have you got the digital rules in front of you?
Yeah, I'm looking for it, but it doesn't. I've told it to find prone, and it's just
Not found it.
it's just going. Here we go. Boss token. This boss is prone. Right.
Oh, here we go. Got it. When a character is, it's on page 20 underneath poisoned. When a character is made prone by the effects of an attack or spell, place their miniature on its side within the same square, and the curse must skip their entire movement phase to get back on their feet.
It skipped the phase, so you're not actually moving.
No, so the way it's worded, you're okay.
Yeah. Whoo!
If no further action is possible and their turn is skipped, okay, monsters must also use their entire movement phase to get back up, and they will always do this on their turn. Prone characters give +1 to hit to anyone attacking them, and they don't cause threat.
Cool.
I read that as you're using your movement phase, not skipping it.
I'm going to go back to the
It
rule
says
book.
skip, so it's fine.
It just says skip the phase, it doesn't actually say use movement. And the restrained rule, what does it say? It's Welsh restrained and accursed cannot move. So I reckon you're right, but what does everyone else think?
That's how I read it.
Vicky, you gonna doom your comrade? Or allow him?
I'm going to allow it, but just because the majority allows it, I still think slightly differently. If you read that further on with the bit about the monsters, it says they use their entire movement phase to...
Yeah, it uses their movement phase. It's not the actual movement itself. It's not moving.
It is not using movement points.
Fair enough.
Because everywhere else it's quite specific about movement points, like when you move a square or you open a door or whatever.
That's cool. I've allowed it. You're good to stand up.
So you're back on your feet, Aidan.
Yep.
What
I'll go to defensive stance. Well, actually, no.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, defensive stance, and I might as well try and finish off the old chest.
Okay.
Just throw another corner in the work. Is he not still restrained until the deviant's next go?
Ah, he is actually. And
Yeah.
does that stop you attacking? An accursed cannot move, tumble, or evade.
But I can still attack though, does it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. So I'll just attack the pink thing.
Okay.
Right. So first attack.
Bring it
How much
down.
health has it got left?
One. One sodding
Right,
health.
first attack. That's a hit,
Come on.
doing 8.
Nice.
Are you attacking?
So that's dead. Dead.
Dead.
Got
It's dead.
Dead.
Now this could help us because I'll read the rules out because these are basically like pinatas, these things.
Alright.
And right now we need all the help we can get. So possessed chest. First of all, when you kill anything in this game, you get their souls, and the souls get kind of poured into the cursed heart. I think
Yeah,
it
I
is.
thought we were all. I thought we were sharing them.
Yeah, we do an even split on souls. So
However, the chest, it doesn't matter what level he's at, its souls are rubbish.
yeah, so the souls for this one is not a set amount; it's 2d6. So do you want to roll 2d6, Aidan?
Here we go. That'd be 11.
4-way split.
3 go. So, hang on. 4 wait, 3. So 3 get 3, 1 gets 2.
Well, I'll take the 2 because I've done feckle. So you guys all have 3 souls. Souls can be used in lieu of currency if you really want to, if you're desperate.
Yep.
But they can also be used to like level up and stuff, which is very cool.
Cool. Alright.
Okay. But it also, what else does it do? So Bleeding Riches, when killed, it awards 1d3 loot cards to the group and 1 rare loot card to the one owning its trophy. So Aidan will get the rare and we'll get 1d3 loot cards which we can dish around the group.
Okay. Is that now, basically?
Yeah.
This happens as soon as you kill it.
Alright, so who wants to roll for the extra loot cards then?
You can.
You killed
Come on, get a high number because we need this.
We need it.
1.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry. So 1 rare, 1 normal.
Okay, well, I haven't shuffled the loot deck yet, so I will shuffle this once at the start of the campaign, and then it would just be what it is going forwards.
I thought you had, because we've already picked up a rare loot.
Yeah, rare, but not a normal loot.
Yeah,
This is the first normal loot. I'm excited.
It was going to be a loot, but Aidan had that shrine thing.
Yeah, because I did the old rubber dub dub. Thanks for the life.
Yep.
So the loot card. It's a hatchet. It's you need 2+ strength to wield it. It does 1d6 damage and cleave, and if you do a critical hit, it causes 2 more damage.
Wouldn't that be best to go to
Yes, please.
Jack? Yeah, let Jack have the axe, I reckon.
Okay, so are you happy with that, Jack?
Well, depends on what the rare loot card is.
Okay, well, Aidan's the only one who can take the rare one for the moment, and it's a bit hard to do any swapsies at the moment because we're a bit stuck.
Alright, okay. Well, I can't equip it this round anyway, can I? I can only equip it next round because it's at the beginning you can equip things, surely.
Yeah, it's the Oculus necklace, which is very good actually. It's when equipped, it's a ring. It gives +1 to mind. So for someone like me, that's great.
Alright, well, that'll be obvious what to do later on.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so for my second attack, is there any... What's the thing that I've got to... What's the thing that I should hit? That's the most important to hit.
Who's going? Let's see. Who's going? It's them going next, isn't it? So,
Then he doesn't have another attack.
no. What's the maximum damage you can do, Aidan, if you pull a crit out your bag?
6 plus 3, 9. Because I've gone defensive, haven't I? So
9. You can do a maximum of 9. You could potentially kill a deviant outright because they're only endurance 3 with 5 health.
Right. Okay, well, I've got a deviant beside me, and I say, I'll attack the one that's restraining me.
Okay.
Right, let's see if I can hit it first. Here we go! No.
Shite.
Well,
Okay, so
I got rid of the big shitty thing, and that was quite important, because that thing was causing us mayhem.
yeah, it was, wasn't it? So then it's going to be me now. So you've killed the chest, so it's not going to go at initiative 2. It's down to me.
Yeah, but get there.
I'm gonna what's the darkness roll is a 2, so I'm gonna generate 3 source. I'm gonna use my dagger to try and shank the one that Vicky laid into earlier.
You don't want to try and kill the one above you, because we can't help with the ones above you.
Let me read out my stats and you guys can make a judgment call because I'm not particularly great. Necromancer, I get 1 attack and I hit on a 5+. However, and I do 1d6 damage +2, which is pretty lame. But the necrobloats, for each necrobloat I've got flying around, I get +1 to hit, so I'll be hitting on 4+, and I get +1 to strength, so it'll be d6 +3.
That same as me then.
I mean, I'm not convinced I can outright kill a cultist, but I think I might have a chance of finishing one off. What do you guys think?
No, probably not, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I kill that one, Vicky, you can potentially step into its space and attack the others north.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
Okay, I need 4+. I'm going to roll this red dice because it looks mean. 4+ with my necrobloats. It's a crit. It's screwed, isn't it? I think it's just straight dead, isn't it? 6 + 3, 9. It's dead. Surely. Must be dead.
Yeah, well, they're 6, so yeah, it's dead.
Okay, so that was my one and only poultry attack. I've also got decay. Might try and decay something. So if I read this out again, you guys can... Oh, hang on. What's the endurance of these guys? Endurance of the deviants is only 3, so they've got less chance of surviving a decay. So I'm going to try and decay a deviant. Anyone in particular, guys? Should I go for the one near me, or do you desperately need help down south?
No, go for the one closest to you, I think.
Yeah, you're the weakest, so you protect yourself, because we can all soak up quite... I mean, I've only taken 3 hits so far, and that's even after I got hit, crit, so... you know, we're doing good.
Okay, well I'm going to try and decay the... oh, I screwed this up earlier when I tried to use it, because I forgot... with spells, they have a casting value. Decay is 10, so you need to try and get the casting value first of all, which I didn't do. So I'm going to spend all 3 source. Doesn't actually matter, because although I cocked up, I didn't do any wounds anyway. So I'm spending 3 source, which means I get 3 dice, and I've got to roll 10 or higher to pull this off. Oh, bloody hell.
What's he done?
Triple 1?
Trip eyes.
Hey, what?
Triclops.
Yeah, Liam.
Oh.
Level 2 burn.
Yeah, I'm like level 2 source burned. What the fuck? Right, so Aidan, for every double you roll, you get a source burn, and if you roll a triple, you get 2 source burns. So I've picked up, Jesus Christ, Curse of the Dead. All of your invoked are destroyed immediately. For each invoked that is destroyed, suffer 2 wounds.
We've only got 1.
The only good thing is when necrobloats die, they give me, they recover 2 wounds. So actually I break even on this.
You not have to do a mind test for that.
Probably. Let me just check the rules. Where's the rules?
Whilst you're checking them, I'm going to do the darkness roll. We got a 2.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, so it's still on 2.
At this point, anything but a 1's good.
Let's read this out. You can only release your invoked 4 after move your attack phase. Following rules apply. At the end of your round, necromancer passes a mind test difficult for the entire round, blah blah blah. If the invoked has been released at the end of the quest, or if the necromancer dies, all invoked are automatically released. No mind test is required. I haven't found it. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Remove all upkeep source if the creature dies or if it's released. So I lose. So that goes. Haven't found it yet, but carry on whilst I carry on reading the rules. So it's your go, Vicky, isn't it?
Yes. So, can you put the pencil at me, please?
You are currently here.
So if I was to step up diagonally above Jack, then I can hit the grim cultist that's beside you.
You can do. You're currently threatened by a cultist, so are you using your rapier thingy to move?
Yeah.
Are you going to recover a stamina? Because you're not technically using your movement to move.
I haven't used any stamina.
Okay. And you've got a choice of attacking either a deviant, they've got lower endurance, but they've got more life, or a cultist.
I think the deviants hit harder, don't they?
Yeah,
so
they
shall I
hit harder.
I'm going to start with him.
Okay, so that's
So-
that one.
3 plus. I rolled a 1. Try again. I rolled a 5, so that hits. So it's 1d6 plus 3. So that's 7 damage. Take 3. 4 wounds.
4 wounds. I do
I'll
have to
put
do
a
that. I do have to do that mind test, by the way, Vicky.
Thought so. And then I hit it for the last time and I failed again. Not finishing off today.
Mind test. I managed to roll a 6, so I don't go nuts. So that's good. Can you shoot your gun as well, Vicky, or are you not holding that?
I wasn't holding that. I did 3 rapier attacks.
Okie doke. So Jack.
Right, bear with. I'm going to start. So is that wounded one still next to me?
No, Liam finished it off.
Right. Okie dokie.
Just to clear something up, when you've got cleave, say that wounded one was still there and I was still where I was, could Jack have cleaved the wounded one and then swung around and hit the wounded one beneath him?
You, with cleave, so if you kill something you can carry on attacking, but you trace an arc, as like a semicircle, either left or right. If that semicircle is going through monsters, you keep cleaving through them as long as you kill them. But the moment you get to one of your fellow accursed or a wall, you stop.
Sure.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Right. So, take your pick, whatever I'm next to, and I'll swing at them.
Get a deviant because they seem to be the most dangerous and they seem slightly easier to kill.
Okay, let's take a shot.
You're not, you're not next to one at the moment, Jack.
Hi.
Jack, you're not next to one.
Oh, okay.
You're currently where the pencil is. So you've got Vicky to the north and Occultist to the south. So unless you tumble, you're not getting away from it.
I'll just whack it then.
Yeah, just hit it.
Okay, so
On
Jack,
this occasion, I didn't hit it. Second attack, I didn't hit it.
No! No! Is there anything else you can do?
Yes,
Liam?
you do have to roll for the second hit with cleave, unfortunately.
We have a friend on chat.
We have a friend. What's that?
We've all...
Hey guys,
Mel
with cleave,
Harrison.
do you have to roll to hit the next model, or is it an automatic? Yeah, you do have to roll.
Yeah. You have to roll.
Yeah.
Hi.
But it's a good question. It's a good question. I mean, you can be quite devastating if you've got a really monstrous weapon. You could trace an arc all the way around you if you didn't have teammates.
Which is a
next to
potential
you.
build for me.
Oh yeah, yeah. But you need a hell of a weapon because you need to really be slicing through stuff.
No, there's a skill whirlwind that spins around and gets them all anyway.
Yeah, whirlwind's very cool. Is it whirlwind?
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack. What else? Do you have a cleave weapon, Jack?
I do have a cleave weapon.
The hatchet.
Oh, of course you do.
Anyway, he missed both his attacks. So next.
Oh, so does my weapon. My broken sword's a cleave, so I should have cleaved after I killed the old pink thing.
You should have done. You should have done. Do you want to do that now? Because you would.
Yeah, whichever one's.
When did you do that? Was that last turn?
Yes.
Because so for example, when you killed the pink thing here, you would have had the option of cleaving straight into the deviant.
Yeah, we'll try that if you don't mind. I'll just do it now. Oh, I missed anyway. Cool.
Okay, so Jack's been. Is it the bad guys now?
Yeah, because they're all 6, aren't they?
Yeah, some of the rules are a bit unclear in the rule book, but they take a bit of rereading, some of them. Well, I say they're unclear. They're sometimes unclear when you first read them. I like to reread a few. Okay, who wants to who wants to get knocked around?
Do the deviants first.
Okay, so Jack, do you want to roll for behaviour on the deviants?
Hi.
What was that, a 5?
Yes.
Okay, behaviour 5. So the deviants are each deviant without a target moves towards the nearest accursed and targets them. Each attacks with assault. Assault does 1d6 damage plus their strength.
Liam, just before you move anything, can I check something?
Mm.
My rapier, it says may move by 1 square before or after dealing this attack. Is that for each attack I do, or is that once per round? Because otherwise, I'd have stepped in with the first attack, and the last attack I'd have liked to have stepped out.
Oh, I don't know.
So effectively, it was 3 attacks, not just 1.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if you could do that, that would make it amazing.
Because I did step back, which will bring the deviant forward, which means both me and Jack can start attacking it.
Oh, I don't know. We'd have to. Where would you find that in the rules? I guess it depends how the attacking is working.
Should we, just for brevity of time, should we just say that yes, you can do that, and then we'll just check it between dungeons?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so where do you want to place yourself, Vicky?
Driving me back beside Jack.
Okay, if you do that though, you do realise that you're putting even more attacks onto me.
Okay, I'll step backwards 1.
Because rather than me potentially taking 2, I'll be taking 3.
Okay, I'll step back next to you, but either way, it'll bring the deviant forward.
Okay. Do you want it to come forwards though? It reduces tumbling space.
Yes, because then both me and Jack can hit it. And you have a potential to kill that one.
Okay, as long as you're sure. I won't be able to summon a necrobloat next to me, so I'll lose my shield.
Well, if you want to summon a necrobloat, I'll step diagonally backwards. Choice is yours.
I've got more attacks against me. I'm going to lose out either way, so I'll put you next to me. It's not going to help. Okay. Okay, so who's next? It's the bad guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so am I doing the deviants first, am I?
Yeah,
I think
so.
it was. I think I rolled a 5. So,
Yeah.
Aidan, you're up first. So they've got 2 attacks each. So the first one is a crit. I'm afraid it's a 6.
I'll spend a stamina on evasion just to try and get some. Oh no, hang on. So how does a crit work? It blows through your armor, but your endurance naturally works. Is that?
Yeah. So it won't actually affect you because you don't have any armor at the moment.
Yeah. So my endurance is 5 in that case. So
Okay.
what damage does it do?
So it does d6 plus its strength, which is 3. Oh, it's another 6. Jesus.
So that's 4. Is there any way? So if I can spend a stamina point to bring that down another 2?
No. Are you on defensive stance though?
Yes. I'm still restrained anyway, so I can't. So it doesn't matter.
No,
No, restraint is gone now because it's the deviant's go.
Okay.
So defensive stance would kick in.
Yeah, so that's 5. Can I? Oh, is it worth just tumbling actually in that case?
The only thing you'd be able to do is spend a stamina to pile on your evasion. So,
I'll do that then. Yeah, I'll just.
So normally you mitigate 4 damage. If you chuck evasion on top, you go up to. You'd mitigate 5 damage.
Plus my defensive thing, so it's actually 6 in total. So I'll take 3 wounds.
Okay. The next attack on you is a 2, so that misses.
Yes. Yeah.
The one down the bottom is going to move along and it's going to attack you as well, Aidan, because it doesn't have anyone else to attack.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it rolls a 1 and misses.
Cool.
Second attack is a 4, that hits.
Yeah.
Do you want to evade?
Yeah, I'll stick an evade as well, because I've got loads of stamina at the minute, so I might as well just...
Okay, so that's a 4 plus 3.
7, so that's 1 damage.
Okay, and that was with your stance as well, I take it?
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay, there's a deviant next to Jack and Vicky. Who wants to take the hit?
You want to take that one and I'll take the...
Yeah.
Okay, so rolling tip Jack is a 2, so first attack misses. And then the second one is a 4, so that will hit you.
Well, evade.
Okay. And it's rolled a 1. So 1 plus 3.
Fine.
Okay, the last deviant will hit me. So it's a 2, it misses. And its second attack is a 1. Oh, thank God for that.
Lucky boy.
Very lucky. I hate being fragile. So we're then on to the Grim Cultist. Jack, do you want to do behaviour again?
The 6.
6. I think that's Vampiric Touch.
That's Vampiric Touch again, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, probably-
so who wants to take this? It's a toss-up between Aidan and Jack. The cultist rolls a d6 on a 4+, the attack hits and scores 1d3 wounds. Heal the cultist by the same amount.
I think Jack should take it because he could potentially heal those back.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Bring it.
Okay, so 4+, no, it's a 1. So the next cultist is next to me and Vicky. Vampiric Touch.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Oh, is that cocked? Can I get dice on it? It's cocked, so reroll. So it's a miss. And then the last one is kind of up my arse. Oh, it's Vampiric Touched my derriere. Wounds 5. Of course it is. 3 wounds? What?
How much health do you actually have, Liam?
Well, I'm currently on 10 wounds and my health is 13, so three more and I'm gone.
Okay, well that's all the monsters.
I need some bandages.
I've got bandages.
Yeah, I may need them. It's now my go. I can't. Well, actually, I can summon a necrobloat, but it'll be on the other side. So, generate 3 source, and I'm going to use. What's the best thing to do? I'm going to summon a necrobloat. So I'm going to use my 3 source to resurrect it. And I'm going to stick it behind the deviant because if at the very least, if the deviant attacks me, I can get it to hit the necrobloat. And then I'm going to attack the Grim Cultist that Vicky's wounded. And I need a 4+ to hit it. I've scored a 2 and have missed. So end a round.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, Vicky, you're up.
So I will. Do I aim for the deviant in front of me to give you an opportunity to hit the Grim Cultist again? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, first attack is a 2, so I missed. Second attack is a 3, so I've hit.
Cool.
I rolled a popsy 1 again.
It's not often you swear, Vicky.
Didn't swear, and I missed with my third attack. So, next.
Bloody hell. Jack?
I'm just going to swing at whatever's in range.
Do we need to use our oil flasks or is it a waste?
It's a waste, because won't the oil flask also hit us currently?
Did I actually get an attack last round?
Yeah, you did, because you killed the pink thing and then cleaved through, didn't you? And
That was the round before.
oh, was it? Did we gloss over you?
I think you've gone past me. Yeah. You had a round before me. I'm sitting there thinking, I haven't rolled any attacks.
Donated attack.
Sorry, man. What are you
That's
going
all right.
for?
Which one should I get? The deviant. I'll just attack the deviant. So I'll attack the deviant. So I can cleave. Oh, doesn't matter. I can cleave anyway if I kill it.
You can cleave anyway.
First attack is a hit. Doing 7.
Ooh.
Take 3. That's 4 wounds.
Oh.
Can you hit it again?
Yep. Yeah. Next one's a hit. Doing 10. Well, I think I've done that the first time round.
Bloody hell. So because you've killed it, you then can cleave round into the next deviant.
Which is another hit. Doing... this one only done 5.
2 wounds?
Wounds.
Yeah.
That's good.
Was that 2 wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that, Aiden.
That's all right. I was just sitting there going, I swear I missed it. Something's missing here.
By the way, consumables you can use before or after your move or before or after your attack. So they kind of slot in between.
I'm wondering if it's worth me just bandaging now then. How does the bandage work?
You're nowhere near him, but I did give my bandage to Liam.
I'm talking about bandaging myself, because I've taken 7 wounds in total.
Have you taken 7? Vicky, how many have you taken?
None.
I mean, I'm loath to use it, but is the darkness roll is currently a 5. It's a good result. Is it worth burning a flask to do a party heal?
I would.
Oh yeah, that would get all of us, including Jack as well, surely.
It won't hit Jack. He's dead.
Oh, of course, Jack's undead, isn't he? Yeah.
Is this a good use of a flask, or are we spaffing one at this point?
No, I think it's good use.
We have been hit pretty hard early on. It's been a bit of a shit setup.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Okay, so we, apart from Jack, we all recover 5 wounds.
Yeah, okay, cool. So I've only taken 2 in total now.
Okay. So that's good. Oh yeah, I've got to spend the flask, haven't I? So that's gone. Cool. So then we did the darkness roll, didn't we? Vicky then did her stuff, and then was it Jack?
Yeah.
It will be me, so
Deviant.
I shall start swinging. As Vicky says, deviant. Up.
Yeah.
So, down the back. Let's swing. At miss, I'll swing again. At head.
Wow. Yeah. That's like me.
Bloody hell! You just missed a mist. Oh, we need to get our hit rate up. Okay, that's rubbish. I might have some more whiskey at this point. So, who wants to? Do you want me to do the deviants first, or?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so Jack, do you want to roll for behaviour for the deviants?
5.
5. So they're going to be doing what are they using? Assault, which is 1d6 plus their strength. Who wants to get knocked around first, Aiden?
Yeah, go for it. Since
Okay.
I've got the old
First hit.
the old defensive up.
First one missed. It was a 1. Second attack was a 3. That does hit you.
Cool. Let me think. Yeah, Matt. Well, I mean, I've only used 1 stamina because I didn't move last time, so I might as well just. Oh, I could even tumble out of that. Is it even worth it, or should I just use 1 stamina?
Oh, Aiden, in your go, you would have recovered the stamina because you wouldn't have moved.
Yeah, no, I've already included that, so I'm at max stamina at the minute. So I'm just wondering if it's worth either tumbling out altogether, or just. No, I'll just evade. I think.
Okay, so damage is d6 plus 3. Bloody hell, it's 9.
Oh, can I still tumble in that case?
No, it's too late.
Oh, that's 3 damage.
You can't.
No, it's still 3 damage even with the evasion. So.
Okay. So the next deviant is against me or Vicky.
I'll take it because you've got the other one.
Okay, so first attack is a 3 that will hit.
Give it to Jack.
Oh yeah, sorry, Jack is eligible. Do you want Jack to get smacked around?
Yeah, I do.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Does Jack get a say in this, or is that just the way it is?
He was asking for it.
So this is literally the last time I cook someone dinner.
It's a bit like the Mandalorian, isn't it? This is the way.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack, you got hit. What do you want to do?
Evade.
Okay, so it does 1 plus 3, 4.
Nothing.
Second attack is a 5. It's going to hit as well.
Evade.
Okay, so the damage. Oh, 5 plus 3.
8. Oh well, 3 wounds.
Blood wounds.
Blood wounds. Yeah. Thank you.
They are blood wounds. So the last deviant has got to hit me, so I'm going to chuck it on the necrobloat. And I'm a bit stupid actually, I should have done this earlier. The necrobloats are -1 to hit. So it'll be a 4+ to hit it. So it missed. And the second one will hit it. And it does, oh crap, 5 plus 3, 8. I think my necrobloat might have just carked it.
What's its endurance?
Endurance is 2.
It's a 6? Yeah, it's dead.
Shite. So
Do you not get 2 health back when it disappears?
yeah, I do, but I have to do an insanity test again, which I kind of loathe to roll, but here we go. I rolled multiple 6s, it's all good.
Good.
And then we've got the cultist. So cultist next to Aidan or Jack, he wants to take a hit.
Okay, may as well go for me because I've got my thingy up.
Defensive stance, okay.
Yeah.
So they hit on a 3+, so it's a hit. Oh, Jack, do you want to roll for behaviour so we see what they're doing?
1.
The cultists are doing... Each cultist without a target moves towards the most wounded, accursed. Who's the most wounded between you and Aidan?
I've taken 5 hits so far.
Like 1.
So it would have been on Aidan anyway.
So we're not rolling the tests. Only 6s apply.
Sorry, Vicky?
Answer in chat.
Oh, what's this? Are you house ruling tests? No, we just do those as they are, don't we? We just take it on the chin. But what we do, and worth mentioning, Aidan, we found that sometimes you just get random things that just pop out the blue and just kill you, and there's nothing you can do about it. They're just like horrific things and like you're dead sort of thing. So we have come up with a house rule for those to say that you can spend a cursed heart to basically sidestep them. Because they're
like a fate point.
Yeah, basically, because there are some things that are just so ridiculously savage, it's just, but that's it, you're done. And there's nothing you can do about it. So we've kind of done that. The Grim Cultists each, what was it, a 1. So
yeah.
Target the most wounded, each attacks with slash is 2d6 damage.
I think I'll tumble away from this one in that case, because I can go back and left even from where I am.
Yes, you can. So it's going to be 2d6 plus 2 plus 2, 3, 4 at the moment. So it's 2 stamina to tumble.
Yeah. So that's 3 I've used in total, so I've only got 1 left.
Okay, there's a cultist next to you and me, Vicky. Do you want to take it and I take the north one?
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, these are going to ruin us, aren't they? Because they're slashing.
Fine, they'll miss.
I hope they miss. So attacking Vicky is a 2. It's missed. I don't feel confident about this.
Positivity. Come on.
Vicky, can you do me a favour? And you may hate this, but could you have chosen to tumble that one and move south the square? Because if you do, you give me a tumble space, which is literally the difference between life and death.
I can't because it missed me.
No, but
I can't
when it
pull out of.
oh, because you elect when they go to damage you, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Okay, rolling to hit me. So, oh, I missed. God.
Stress.
Where's the rum? That's it for them. So Aiden's next, I think.
Cool. Yeah, I'll attack the. I'll move. Oh balls! I'm gonna have to move forward one and attack the deviant.
What's that? Mel Marison says courtesan can move before or after an attack. Is that each attack though? Because you get 3, don't you, Vicky? 2 or 3?
Sorry?
You get 2 or 3 attacks, don't you, with the rapier and your rules?
3, providing I'm only holding the rapier.
So yeah, our question is, can you move in between, before or after each of those 3 attacks? Sorry, Aiden, you're up.
Yeah. Okay. So move me forward back to the space I was, and then I'll attack the cultist. Not the cultist, the deviant that's taken 2 wounds.
Okay.
And shall I go aggressive stance now, since we're starting to whittle them down?
It's not a bad shout.
Yeah, I'll go aggressive stance and right. So first attack is a miss. Second attack is a hit. And that's 7 on him.
So left sits endurance of 3.
That's 4.
And he's already carrying 2, and he's got 5, so he's gone. So you get to cleave through and hit the cultist.
Which is a hit. Doing 3, 8.
Nice. His endurance is 5.
Even with 1 dead, because don't they drop down every single time they...
Their endurance is a...
What the hell? Its health 5 and its endurance is 5, so it now has 3 wounds.
Oh, okay.
2 left.
2 left. Right, cool.
Sorry, how many wounds did it take, Vicky? 2?
3.
3. Okay. It's still pretty good. My go, so I channel, 3 source this turn. I'm tempted to summon the Necrobloat again and stick it back where the previous one was, because they're kind of shielding me. And then I'm going to try and shank the Deviant in front of me, so hitting on a 4+ with the help of the Necrobloat, it's a 4. I think my do D6 damage. It's a 2 plus my strength of 2, which is buffed to 3 because of the Necrobloat, so I've done 5. Its endurance is 2, so it takes 2 wounds.
What's endurance is 2?
Oh sorry, its endurance is 3, the Deviant, but I did damage of 5, so it takes 2 wounds.
Yeah.
That's it, darkness roll.
Oh.
What time are you guys good to? Because I'm conscious of the time. Do you want to play till past?
Yeah, that
Happy
works.
to- Whenever.
Okay, so, well, it's up to you then, Aidan, because you're the one who's got to go fly a helicopter.
Yeah, half past should probably work good.
Okay, cool. So, darkness roll.
Ooh, on it. I rolled a 4.
Nice. So, what are you up to, Vicky?
Well, I'm going to attempt to stab the Deviant again.
Okay.
I rolled a 2, so I missed. I rolled a 3, I hit! Let's see if I rolled a bit better of damage. I rolled 3 for damage. What's that? So that's 6. 6, take 3, so I've done 3 wounds.
That's pretty good.
Right, and last attack on the same one. I missed.
Oh. We're like spreading wounds, just not finishing stuff off. Jack?
Right, that's it.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Right, give me a good old swing, please.
Who are you going for? The one above you?
The deviant or the cultist? Both have 2 wounds left.
Let's go with the deviant. Well, it's a hit. So, all right, 1d6. 6.
Take 3 wounds instead.
Nice.
Awesome.
Hooray! If
Nice.
we can finish this fight, that would work, even if it takes a few extra minutes.
That'd be cool.
You can't cleave.
Right, fine. Yep, second attack wherever you want it to go.
I don't think you can. You're not next to anyone. Oh no, sir. Oh, sorry. No, I'm talking garbage. I thought you were cleaving. You've got a cultist to the south.
Good. Well, that was a crit.
Ooh.
So it is 6, 8, 11 damage.
Take 5, 6 wounds. It's dead.
Oh, that is my pumpkin.
Awesome. Shades of the Outcast back.
I hope so. I was beginning to feel a bit left out and a bit feeble.
But you had a shite weapon though, didn't you? Well, we all have, to be frank.
At least now I can legally broaden it.
Yeah. I mean, the first town sequence is a boon, just by buying some basic armour and weapons and stuff.
Please.
Okay, so we now got the bad guys at initiative 6. So do you want to roll for behaviour again, Jack, for that deviant?
What was that, sorry?
Do you want to roll for behaviour for that last deviant up top?
2.
2. So each deviant without a target moves towards the nearest accursed, targets them, each attacks with assault. Assault is 1d6 damage. So it's going to be hitting me because the only one it can hit. First attack missed. Second attack, also missed. Behaviour for the cultist, Jack. Try not to get slash.
Sorry, it's a 1.
Oh god. Yeah, they're going to be slashing again. Shit. Okay. Vicky, there's one next to you and me, so are we taking one each?
Yeah.
Oh no. So, here it comes, Vicky. It's missed you. Me. Oh god.
Stress!
Stress.
Very positive.
It's hit. I'm fucked. Okay, so this is 2d6 damage plus their strength.
Why can't you get it to attack the old necro thingy, the necro bloat, whatever?
I couldn't put the necro bloke next to me because there's no space, so it's not an eligible target. Oh, double 1!
Wow. How many ones have you rolled?
Holy bastard.
You lucky bastard.
So it does 2 plus, its strength is 2, but it's an asterisk, so 2 plus 3, I think, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My endurance is 2. I didn't elect to evade, that was a bit stupid of me, wasn't it? Which I obviously would
have done.
I would have done it, I was just panicked at the time. So I would have lose 3, so I'm going to take 2 wounds. I'm alive. So, Aidan?
Right, so what's... where am I? So I'm there. So what can I move 2 squares up and... Is there a place I can go where I can cleave? If I go forward 1, diagonal, that means I can attack the... the cultist and swing round and get the deviant.
Yeah, but the second you hit threat range, you have to stop. So you could only go diagonal once, and then you're like attached to the Grim Cultist as such.
The only way you can move again once you're threatened is to do a tumble. So it would cost you.
Oh, I don't have the stamina to do that. I've only got 1 stamina left at the minute.
Okay, so as Vicky says, then you're going to be.
Oh no, I can do it because I've gained 1. You gain 1 each round, don't you?
You gain 1 if you don't move.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, just move me up, and then I'll just have to try and kill him.
Okay.
So, first attack. Hit. Doing. Oh, 10.
Oh, he's got to be dead.
So he's only got 4 health.
Oh, hang on, Vicky, hasn't he auto died? Because they're 3 life, it would have gone up by 1 because of his mates. He's taken 4 wounds already. So he wouldn't.
Yeah, no, you vetoed that roll. Last time I tried doing that and we were up against these guys, you said no.
Yeah, that's right. He's dead now anyway.
Really? Did I do that?
Yes, you really, really did that, and they were much worse than they are now.
Okay, fair enough. Right, so Aiden's done that then.
There's nothing else I can do, is there?
I don't think so. So then it's the bad guys again, isn't it? Why do
I think I'm the one who goes last, so sure it's a darkness roll.
No, your initiative is...
No.
3.
They've already been. It's your go, Liam, and then it's Darkness roll.
Oh, okay, so it is, yeah. So I would have generated 3 source this turn. Do I risk another decay?
Liam,
Yeah.
if you would generate 3 source this turn and you've got a necro blow attack, you'd have 1 source available, mate.
No, this was quite a complicated rule which has been debated quite a lot, but what it does is it caps your upper limit. So my upper limit is 6, and I only ever get that 6 if the darkness roll is maximum. When it's between 2 and 5, I get half my mind value, so it'd be 3. But what would happen is with the necrobloat floating around, instead of getting a 6, it would be reduced by the upkeep cost, which is 2. So it just caps the upper limit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is a bit of a weird way of doing it, but that's how it works. So I still have 3. Do you guys want me to try and decay something?
If it's going to kill it, yeah, just...
Well, I'll try and decay the cultist because
We'll go for whatever's got the lowest fortitude, which should be the deviant.
well, the thing with decay, it just does wounds. It doesn't do a damage roll, so it completely bypasses endurance, and the cultists have quite high endurance.
I have something test though, don't they? Which is the endurance.
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, well let's try and go for a deviant. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. Oh, fuck's sake, another double. Well,
At least you cast it.
I've cast it. I'll sort that out in a minute. So it's got to do an endurance 1 test on 3 dice, which it hasn't done. So the deviant then takes 4 wounds.
It's got 2, so it's dead.
It's dead.
Nice.
I'm going to lose my necrobloat. Oh, do I? I may not actually, because I've got links severed. All of your invoked cannot act until the start of your next turn. Oh, well, that's not a problem. So then I'm going to try and shank the one to the north, hitting on a 4. I've got a 6, that's a crit. So that's going to be 6 for my dagger.
Plus your strength. Is that 2?
It is 2, but it's up by 1 because of the necrobloat, so I go to 9.
Yeah.
Less its endurance of 5. 4
4
wounds,
damage.
3 life,
Dead.
it's dead.
Oh,
Oh,
good job.
Hooray!
bloody hell. So let's divvy up the spoils and then call it a day. So human calculators. The Grim Cultists are worth 4 souls each. There are 4 of them.
That's 16.
Yeah.
The Deviants were worth 2 souls each, and there were 4 of them.
There's 6 souls each.
24.
Okay,
Yeah.
we all get another 6 souls. So Vicky
Yeah.
goes up to 9, I think. fact, everyone's on 9 apart from me.
Yeah, we're all at 9 and you're on 8.
Yep. Any loot?
There is loot and stuff. Just updating the sheet. So these bastards, no, amazingly, they don't give you a rare card. It's just a standard loot card draw. Oh, interesting. It's a woodcutter's axe. You need 3+ strength. I think Aiden's going to love this. 3+ strength. It's double-handed, so it will use both your hands. It does 2d6 damage.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous for me at the minute.
Plus your strength, obviously, and it also does cleave, and on a critical hit, you do 2 additional damage.
So that'd be 2d6 plus 5 in my combat in aggressive stance.
Yes.
Or 2d6 plus 7, which would be actually 19 hits straight off the bat. If I crit with that.
You'd murder stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, your strength is 4, isn't it? So
yeah.
Maximum you could do, 2d6 plus 4 plus your combat stance gives you another one.
Yeah. 12, 16, 17 that is maximum if I crit with that.
Is everyone happy if Aiden has this, or does someone else want to stake a claim to it?
No, all Aiden's.
So the other axe we got though, give that to Jack.
I've got the other axe already, mate. The hatchet.
Yeah.
He's already got it.
And the Jack size can go to Liam.
Well, the broken sword isn't actually much better than my dagger. I mean, I could use it to dual wield, but Jack, do you want a dual wielding option?
At this stage, no, because I really don't want to be on 5+ to hit. Once I hit level 2, I would like to dual wield, but not yet.
I know we're kind of calling it a day now, but I did already roll the darkness roll, which was a 2.
Okay, well that's fine. At least we know what it is for the next game. Okay, so where's it best to put this broken sword, or does Aiden just?
I could just carry it. It's no problem. I've got loads of weight, so I could just carry it.
Okay,
I'm wondering if it's worth getting to a point where we've got that door open, because this turn all we're going to do is run up to the door, open it, and Jack search his hole.
Yeah, I mean, if you're happy to do that quickly, it's really down to Aiden.
Yeah, we could do that, but then that'll have to be it, 'cause I'm sort of starting to push for time.
Okay, that's cool. So quickly moving down then. So who's going first and who's searching what?
Jack searching the hole quickly.
I will go in and search the hole.
Roll a dice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 directly south, Jack.
Yeah, and he can't go that far. He can't search the hole.
He can move in his movement phase.
Oh yeah. You got a 6 when searching the hole anyway.
Okay, so you rolled a 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, okay. You find a rare loot. Receive 1 rare loot card.
Nice.
So, Jack, you have... Oh, I know you like these. Stag boots. So, when equipped, they give you +1 evasion, +1 armour, and +1 movement.
Nice.
You happy with those?
They give it to Aiden.
Give it to Aiden?
Sounds good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll take all the shinies.
I'm saying we're going to want to get armour on him as quick as possible.
Okay.
Right, I see. Yeah, since I'm going to be the one most likely getting hit. Yeah, fair point.
Okay, Aiden, I will sort your stats out and sort all the items on the spreadsheet and update it for everyone.
Cool.
So that's that. So everyone else, where are you moving to? Just so we can call it a
Yeah,
day.
just move it.
I'm sorry, one question. When he searched the hole, did he do that before he moved?
No, he moved and then searched the hole.
He can't do that.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the room.
Oh, it's alright. I thought the hole was in the L-shaped corridor, that was all.
No.
That's an interesting point. What was it? It was an event card. No, Vicky is absolutely right. It was in the L-shaped corridor. So,
Action then moved.
Jack, you either stay where you are or you can move 1 space south into the doorway, but you can only do the search action in your second phase.
Sorry, try that one again. So I couldn't have moved into the room I'm in.
No,
No.
because you can only
Then
do.
just
You can only.
Yeah, leave him where you put him, and he's searched. The
Okay,
rest of us
but
will run up. To the
Jack, you do have the option of stepping into the doorway though, if you want to.
Yeah, he won't do that.
Okay.
Sensible person.
told enough times about doorways, just take it as read. I don't want to end my turn in a doorway.
Especially when you're opening a door and potentially going on to red.
Okay, Aidan, are you going to try and recover a stamina? So maybe rest and then move.
Yeah, I'll rest and then move.
Okay, so resting and then moving 1, 2, 3, 4. Vicky, you don't need stamina, do you?
No, I can go straight up to the door. And Aidan can move 5.
Right, can I
Yes.
can I be rude and bow out if you're just
No,
moving
that's fine. We're literally going to end it there, mate. So good game, and we'll stop stream in a sec. Vicky's going 1, 2, 3.
Right.
You move 4, don't you, Vicky?
Yeah, cheers. I'm just going to bow out. So
No
thank you
worries.
very much, guys. It was good fun.
See you later.
Look after yourselves. Ciao.
Take care. Right, Vicky, are you then moving again? Are you in opening the door?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then that just leaves me. Do you guys think it's worth taking a punt on killing my necrobloat?
No.
Because I've currently got 5 wounds. I'm still carrying quite a few.
Can do, I guess.
It's entirely up to you. I'll pretend to see what darkness roll is next turn out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so in which case I'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I need to go any closer, or do I just stay 1 back from Aidan?
So one back.
And I'll put my necrobloat. Sorry, Vicky?
Or stand beside him. By the wall.
I'll tell you what, I'll just go there because I would then be able to rest and then move, and so that means I'd get a stamina back, which I'm probably going to need. The necrobloat can move 5, but it can move twice, so it can kind of go anywhere. I might stick it to my left because it's not going to block Jack, because Jack can just move diagonally around it anyway. Cool, right, are we ending it there, are we?
Yeah. Ready for the darkness roll next time.
Okay, cool, so I'm just going to end the YouTube recording. So bye bye YouTube.
On YouTube.
And
And cheers to.
well, I would end it if the recording would stop.